wanna play. These 3 words, they're the ones that I live by. With bug eyes, there's nothing that he can't find. We all fly, don't give Buckman the stink eye. Do or die, Schmuel Buckman's an old guy. Schmuel rock and roll, Schmuel rock and roll. Go toe to toe with Buckman, he will eat your freaking soul, no doubt. It's Schmuel rock and roll, it's Schmuel rock and roll, Schmuel rock and roll. We get bucked with Buckman, we know you're up to something.
Good evening, everyone. It's me, it's Schmuel Buckman. Glad you could join us. I saw Chris Mack here. I see Genta here. I don't know who was first. I will tell you. Brock with the eyes comes in with the first chat of the evening. Hey, guys. Full moon tomorrow, Kim Nicholson, 420. Kim? Maybe that's why I'm feeling freaky right now. All right, hold on. What did somebody said? For some reason, my little scroll bar on my mouse doesn't work. But, all right, Chris Mack says he was here first. All right. What's up, everybody? From our good friend Big W. Big W, you might actually make it tonight into the Schmuel talk. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose a little bit. Went to the doctor today and got a new nose spray, which is supposed to help this, but I have not tried it yet. So there we go with that. All right, Unbanned Josh Jenny fan. Have you had ads on the whole time, or did you just reach this new low? They've been on for quite a while, I think. I do think that they are on minimum now, right? Let me just double check and make sure, because I would not want to piss off my people here. Hit monetization, free. Yeah, I've had ads on for a while. But I have to admit, Josh, I just looked, and they were in the past on low. They've always been on low since I've had them, and I had it on medium tonight by mistake. So there, thank you so much. I did not get to see any of the Panhandler Kevin Brennan stuff today. And in about 2 minutes, I'm going to have to get up and grab my notepad because I don't know what the fuck I did with it. And I cannot do this show tonight without it. So there. All right. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Schmuel Buckman, Schmuel Talk. I'm going to be on myself for about an hour, I think. And then the Aussie guy and Dave Sarra are meant to join us at about 10 o'clock. So how's that? We have memberships available for $1.99, and the memberships have been growing, and that's kind of great. So I really appreciate that. And let's just see. Chris, let's make sure that I fixed not Chris, my boy Unbanned. Thank you. All right. So that shit's all going. And super chats are appreciated, and so too are super tips at supertip.gg/Buckman. This is getting a bit expensive, so it would be nice to help defray some of the costs. Josh Denny fan, I apologize. I fell asleep the other night. I did not watch Euphoria. I'm going to try to get there tonight. But I put Cookie on it. So Cookie is going to watch thing. Did you read my Rumble rant? I don't have Rumble. So I don't know where the Rumble rant would come from. And Husey talks about it, Euphoria all the time, because Husey's got a thing for Zendaya, which is really interesting because Husey likes the girls with the big bottoms, and Zendaya does not look like she has one to me. But there you go. Kim Nicholson, 420. You're partially responsible for tonight's stream. So we will go there. And just to get real quick started, I saw that our good friend Panhandler was on KB, so I guess that being out of the KB business didn't last too long. Or maybe it's just KB is jealous that Pan is over here so much, so he had to have him over there, because we know KB does not like me. KB is not a Schmuel fan. That noise in the background that you're hearing is my dog. Oh yeah, I gotta turn off the fan. I'm sorry. You think that at 9 o'clock I would be better prepared than I am at... Oh no. Fuck. Sorry. I have been surprised. Cookie just walked in the door. So there's that. So now I'm going to have to get up and I'm going to have to close my door. Either that or some woman who sounds like Cookie just came in downstairs. So to do that. Unbanned Josh Jenny fan, very funny. You're blaming this on Kim. Hasn't she caught enough flack? Well, I was going to be here anyway, but she at least gave me she was part of what helped me come up with the topic tonight. Hey, James Baumert is here. James Baumert, 3231. I like this Schmuel guy. We like you too, James. Very much, very much. Baumert rules. Get over it. Yeah. And the Hackmania word will be coming up tonight, so I hope you're all comfortable with that. And I'm going to run through for the first hour. I did... whoa. I was going to say, I titled this stream. I did title the stream Sensitivity Training with Aussie Guy. And we're going to talk a little bit about sensitivity. And what's going to happen is I'm going to talk for, I don't know, an hour. And then those guys will come on and they will guide me through becoming more sensitive to people. Because I'm not feeling very sensitive at the moment. I'm actually a little pissed off. But what can I tell you? All right. So I'm going to put on a tune, and then I am going to go get my... Hold on. Yes. I'm going to put on a little tune real quick, like a karmic guy. And I am then going to be right back because I got to grab my notepad. Okay? 2 seconds.
Schmuels are going heavy metal. Chatters all rage when Schmuel talks all day. But his points are so heavy metal. Schmuel is so bright, he is always right. He got your head banging all day and all night. You came here to hear Schmuel rock and roll. Well, tough shit, cause this is Schmuel metal. Thought we couldn't get better.
Hey, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I thought I was alone or going to be alone tonight, and I took the dog out. I brought the dog back in, and I left my notebook downstairs. So here we are. Kim Bowley, one of the coolest people you'll meet. Met her at Hackamania, where all the cool kids went. Chris Mack. All right. Who's doing the yeah, Dean is going to train me. He's going to sensitivity train me later, and I will have Dave Sarra on as well, and he will help me. And I guess we should get rocking and rolling. So let's put this back up, get this thing done, and there we go. Kim Nicholson 420. I'm tired, so I might not be to hear whatever. It is partly caused. You can do it. If you're going to force us to listen to Final Boss music, at least put on stuff from Swervy era. I only have 2 Final Boss songs. And that was the second one. I already played the first one. So I want to thank everybody, first of all, because there is a new episode of Life Forms. Tommy Jordan versus Rob Saul. And the Mean Girls, the 3 of them are sitting around shitting on their betters. But we've already more than doubled their number of viewers. So I got to thank you for that. That's pretty fucking cool. And that's going to lead me into some stuff. I got to be honest. I don't know what a Swervy song is. Does anybody know what a Swervy song is? Anybody want to tell us? Anyone? Anyone? This thing really needs to have, there should be a way that you guys could talk to me besides the chat. It would be pretty cool if you could do that. But we can't, and I've had, doing the phone thing got a little bit more difficult than I thought. Yeah, I could just use a, what's the word that I'm looking for? A Google, you know, like I could just use the old Google and get a Google Voice, but I want to have one phone number, for Schmuel Talk. By the way, that phone number is 201-936-0337, and I hope I got it right, because if I didn't, somebody's going to be getting phone calls. But that's the number, and that will be the number for the show. Now, it's not going to be like open and shit like Rocco's is, because I don't have anybody to handle the calls and stuff, but we'll work it out. Genta was actually helping me put it together, and it was her that I first went to and asked if she thought it would be a good idea, and she did. Yep, Jersey number, Jerry Shepardini, 100%. It was important to get a Jersey number, and the first number I had was actually 212, and I was like, it'd be Manhattan, it'd be really cool. You know, they were hard to get for a long time, but we got to go with Jersey, right? Because, like, the dabbleverse, a lot of dabbleverse stuff comes out of Jersey. So it was either that or 716, which is Rochester. Well, it was when I lived there. I don't know if it still is. And, but there we go. So, yeah, so the Lifeforms boys are doing Tommy and Rob tonight. And it's really pretty funny to me, and I might show a little bit of it later, but let's see. Oh, so Liam is here. Hi, Liam. How are you? I don't have Doritos, but I do have Cheetos. You want some Cheetos? We could have those. So I'll have them. We might talk about the Lifeforms boys a little bit. Well, actually, we're going to talk about the Lifeforms boys at some point tonight. But I got to get through some other people. So basically, our sensitivity training involves me. I'm a little bit, I can be oversensitive and then not sensitive. I'm accused of being a smug prick and blah, blah, blah. But generally speaking, I really like people. And I like to give everybody a chance. And I'm also accused of other things. Oh, gatekeeping, that was another one. And it's funny that I'm accused of gatekeeping because every time there's a new streamer, I ask them to come on the show, which is leading us to problems with the orange puppet who doesn't seem to be responding. And he was going to go on Rangers, he's going to come on mine. We haven't heard from him. And it's a 14-hour time difference in Sydney, and I'm willing to work with it. So, but, or 16, something like that, but we could do it. Smug prick. I'm out of the burning business. I'm out of the burning business. And who do we see on air? Mr. Panhandler. I hope he did treated Karmic with the respect that Karmic was due. But I was like, oh my God, seeing Karmic and Panhandler and Brennan on the same screen. Bleh. That was frightening. But in any event, we got back from Hackamania, and there was lots of stuff that's been, that I guess happened at Hackamania, and everybody is losing their minds. So I thought I would go over some mind loss, and then you guys can help me figure it out. And Stevie Lou he's here and he can tell us how I'm really a locale and that we're all that I'm being pumped and dumped. So it is the longest pump and dump in history, but there we go. Going on MLC is a thrill. You wouldn't understand Schmuel from Stevie Lou. Been there, done that. If I wanted to get yelled at by an old man, I would just look in the mirror and scream. But there we go. Somebody put up, I don't know who, I saw a picture of Lady KB's cankles today. And let me tell you, homina, homina, homina. Those ankles look like they lead to some nice legs. So there we go. But that's it. Guru One. Is Guru One here? Somebody put in Love Guru One. Guru One is in Perth, Australia, and I feel I can say that without doxing them, because Perth is like going to the ends of the earth. So where to start? I could start with Echo Pineapple. I could start with Lifeforms. I could start with The Dork and Haley. There's a bunch of stuff that what do you call it? We could do. Liam, Kevin was saying he wanted you back today. You should email him for the link. I have never asked Kevin for the link and never will. So that's not, I get that you're desperate to get on there, but I don't really give a fuck, to be perfectly honest with you. Shades Cal says her support of Panhandler goes unappreciated. I was your biggest cheerleader today, you prick. This is true. Shades has always been pro Panhandler, so I gotta go there. Ice Karmic wants to know if you're still cool with him after he dunked on Mersh and Ralph a lot. Ice Karmic, Ice. Oh, Ice. Sorry. Put a little thing in there. So, Stevie, I'm not being overrun with L's. But if I did ask if Stevie Lou is a locale or loser and asked him to put that in the chat, then we'd probably get them. So, there's that. Guru One. Woo, Ray DeVito is greater than Panny. That's pretty fucking bad. And Final Boss, where the fuck have you been? We talked about that earlier. We've been trying to get orange on, and didn't happen. So one of these days, he's got the stuff. Let's just see what unbanned Josh did. Liam was begging to be allowed on Saturdays, and he thinks getting you on to attack is his ticket to get the link. Oh, is that what it is? No, man. I'm a Levy boy. That's the that's where we go with that. So, as Bob says, as Joey says, Bob is my therapist, and so I only do what he does. So, OG Mumbly Nick, oh Jesus, Big Dummy is here. Great. Nick's trying to step up in the dabbleverse. That wasn't English, whatever you just tried to say about me. Thank you, Stephen. We appreciate that. All right. And Stevie just rewound and it's gibberish. Thank you, Stevie. We appreciate it. And great. So, I don't know. Stevie, it's hard, I would love to bring you into the show. Wanted to have you on and do stuff, but you're Kevin's boy, and you can't get past that. So we'll let you chat, and I will bring stuff up. Menthol Man 3201. Good evening. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. All right. So I got Shades Cal. Brack is here. Brack is so fucking funny. Brack. Kevin feels threatened by Schmuel, and everything he does now is a reaction to Schmuel. Yeah, I'm sure Kevin is like running scared of me. And Big W. Oh, the lash back. Nick, keep doing what your papa tells you to do. Gatekeeping him off your show. Jerry Shepardini, another genius. We had Dabbling Down Under on here way before anybody knew who Dabbling Down Under was. And Sam Bibley has been trying to get him to come back on. But Dabbling has invites from me. He's got invites from NJ Ranger. So he got to do it. All right. OG Mumbly Nick. If I was trying to step up, I would have given you dirt on the Eckel and Rochi situation. I just like fighting with Big Dummy. He likes fighting with me. I don't want the dirt on Eckel and Rochi, because with the dirt, with what you would give me, the truth of the matter is I can just make it up. And so there we go. Thank God someone else other than $2 Dan and that bunch of idiots talk about stupid. I don't know who stupid is, but there we go. Mo Green says, Mo Green's glasses, Yakub is my dad. Roy Cohen, who I was thinking about today, Roy Cohen, fuck Schmuel Buckman. And Roy, I'd be interested in your thoughts on how yesterday panned out at the Stuttering John not hearing, whatever you would call it, conference. It came out pretty much as I thought. Jerry Shepardini, you should go on a helicopter ride. I've been on them and survived, which is pretty goddamn funny. Your auto moderation settings seem high. I can't say relatively benign words. I don't have the only settings that I have. It just says like I didn't set the moderation. It's just it's the default YouTube one that says basic. So there we go. So hopefully that keeps us out of trouble. Kimboli, nothing. Yeah. Anyway, Hackamania was fun. I enjoyed it, but it seems like there's been some brouhahas that have developed after, and I thought tonight, since people talked shit about me, I felt like it was important for me to come back and not talk shit about them. No, actually talk, and not even talk shit. I just want to, what do you call it? talk about it because it's like the other day I was like, I'm done for a while, and I've had to take breaks before, and I really wasn't in the mood to take a break, but felt like it was coming up, so there we go. All right, I'll say this one last time: Dean is coming on at 10 o'clock. All right, because I want to try to learn how to do solo streams so that, at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm lonely and because I have no friends, I can, go on stream. Uh, let's just see here. Thank you, Mike E. Mike E, you can make that announcement to anyone else that asks. I appreciate it. Da, 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 da. No one else is having a problem with the audio, and I will do it again just for shits and giggles because that's what I do. It seems okay on YouTube. I mean, I could always turn it up, but people complaining lately that it's been hot. So I have no idea what this means. Cow, any fond memories of it? Have no idea what that is. And there we go. All right. So we're here. We're started. And I guess I'm going to put up my first picture. Let's see if we can do this. So, as you are all aware, I think, let's move this up a little bit. The Eckel has had an issue this week with one Husey, and my comments apparently were not well received. The my opinion post blow up or whatever was that I felt like I wasn't happy with what Rochi did. I feel like you should be able to break up and not have your dirty laundry spurt all over. But I've been told that all laundry is public in the dabbleverse, so we're going to go there. And also the other then Kim, because Kim, look, Kim, hold on a second, please. Da 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 da. So this is what happens at events. People play nice, and then get back behind their keyboard and throw shit. Kim, this is the first time I'm experiencing this at any of these events. And I am, what do you call it? How does one say? I kind of want to go over that. And that's my thing is like, why are we doing it? So I really didn't like the Rochi thing with Eckel, and shit may have happened behind their back, out there that we're not aware of and all that other stuff. But I still didn't feel like the airing of the dirty laundry was necessary. And I'm still of the view that Rochi was afraid to go on the helicopter ride, and it had nothing to do with his wanting to hang out and drink, that he was just scared of doing it, and that's why he didn't go. But that's just me. So we'll go there. But having said that, I also felt like Echo was very strange at the in Vegas, and I tried to talk to Echo in Vegas, and I really all I got from him was I'm fine, and other people had the same reaction, and so I made some comments. And look, they were annoying, and I could see getting pissed off at me about it. I got no problem with that. But what Echo did or has done, which is really interesting to me, is, and I will put it up, I'm going to spotlight it here. and I will read it. And it's the top post on here, and it says, "Okay, so Saturday is all set. Sunday members only. I think I have to put to bed the Vegas Rochi stuff. I thought just letting him have his say would be best, but Schmuel running his mouth talking nonsense because I wouldn't go on his show, and that's the part that pissed me off. Means I'd rather set it. Whoa, I'd rather set it out so people who watch have context. Not going to be bashing Rochi, just clarifying events. Okay, that is what Eckel said. Now, I am going to say what this is. This is from my end. What precipitated this was I sent Rochi, not Rochi, I got them mixed up. I sent Eckel a what do you call it? I sent Eckel a DM the other day, and this was the DM. So you tell me, was I mad at him about not going on my show or not? Hey, I was just checking. This was me to him, and this was Monday, April 20th. And I what do you call it? I wrote, "Hey, I was just checking in to make sure you're okay and to ask if you would come on a stream with me this week. We do not have to talk about Rochi or the situation at all. Not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Joey C and a few other things, but no Rochi or no problem stuff. Bye." And I didn't get a response at all. I didn't hear anything until I heard or read the post that I said things because he wouldn't come on the stream. And the reality of that is bullshit. I said what I said because it was the way that I felt. And I didn't know if I didn't know what was going on with Eckel in Vegas. It was weird. We had been friends, I guess you could say, like online friends or whatever, for quite a while. We did have a blow up maybe a week or so before Vegas, but I thought it wasn't a big deal and we could put it to bed. And it wasn't. And then we got there, and like Eckel was very quiet and didn't seem comfortable in the crowd. And those were the things that I said. But it brings out a bigger issue, which is if you're like pissed off at me or you don't like something I said, you got my number. Reach out to me. Right? We've talked on the phone quite a number of times, and I don't think that I said anything that was sort of out of the realm. I mean, look, my thought at the time was that he was being shy and quiet because he had been behind the filter. Nobody knew what he looked like, and he was different in person looking than you would have thought he was than he was going to be. And people were busting his balls. Husey actually busting his balls about his size, and he did have a little bit of a what we would call a weird haircut. And that was pretty much it. But it's that message, I reached out to him. I had reached out to him a week before, and I got nothing. Got nothing back, and it was a topic, and we needed to talk about it. So, Echo, let's settle this. We don't need to. We can do it on air, which would be fine, but I'd like to get things sorted out. But there we go. What can I say about that? There's not much. Those two broke up. That was it. I like them both, and props 47.93. Echo weird haircut confirmed. Look, by weird, I meant this. It's like a sissy haircut. And I was kind of goofing around, but he what do you call it? It's the thing. He's got like his head shaved all around, and he's got, I don't know, like the top of his head, like two hemispheres of hair, and then a little like, can't call it a ponytail, little tail thing with beads in it. It was unexpected, to say the least. So there you go. He's a Euro kickball fan. What do you expect? You mean the real football? But yeah, and Eccles gone pretty hard on me, on my looks and stuff. So I felt like it was reasonable to do. But beads, yeah, the back of the, I'm calling them beads. The ponytail, whatever the fucking tail thing is called. I know when my nephew had him when they were kids, it was like, they called it a rat tail. But he had like a little tail, and it had little like beads or decorations or something on the bottom, kind of like you'd have in Jamaica. So there you go. I have to, what do you call it? Yes, shades. There was something in the back, right? Like it wasn't just tied off. Wasn't there like a bead or something? And who knows? Maybe I'm old and demented and misremembering, but I don't think so. Terry Nee 4108. It's not odd in Vegas, but it was odd for a English broadcaster, I thought, who came here. So there we go. It's got a rat tail. Menthol Man. Eccles, a weird guy. Yeah, but there's a lot of weird guys at Hackamania, and it was, and most of them are fun because they're weird. I don't know, man. It was just like, I thought we were going there to have a good time at Hackamania and meet other people and stuff, and I was looking forward to meeting them, and it just didn't happen. So there we go. Final boss. You tell me to send the link to one more person, and you're out of here tonight. Jesus fucking Christ. I already told you what's happening. There we go. So Roy Cohn, Esquire. I missed your chat, and I can't go up. So there we go. Schmuel, did you get my message about saying things to influence people instead of sharing your actual opinion, and that you share this trait with KB? No, but I am sharing my actual opinion. So there we go. Final boss, what the fuck? All right, you're annoying me. Panhandle says Shades is a freak, confirmed. She must be if she's your supporter, but quite the doll. And she was one of the people I enjoyed meeting a lot. And it wasn't for a long time. It was short, but and it was late, but it was great. And I will say that she looked quite fetching. It was like 3 a.m. So there you go. Shades Cal. Were they spiritual beads for a monk or something? No, he had the little thing on his head, and it was like, I don't know, there was something at the bottom of it. And, now I'm doubting myself and thinking it was just rubber bands, but I swear to God there was a colored bead in there. And, rosary beads when I do my nightly prayers. I'm sure that what you use, Lady KB. And, you don't strike me as a Catholic. And I'm mad I missed Shades. It was very cool to meet Shades, because it's like there's several people on here that like you see in the chat a lot, and you see, but they live out west, so the odds of meeting them at anything other than Hackamania are slim to none. And Shades had said we'd met once before, but I have to be honest, I really don't remember. Roy Cohn, I thought you were talking about butthole beads. No, I think those are located in a shed in Florida. But bet she's no Sally Draper. No, she's a lot more attractive than a Sally Draper, whatever that is. Sally Draper. All right. So that's my Eckel thing. I don't really have. I don't want to bash the guy. I don't have anything more. I don't want to talk about our argument too much pre-Vegas, but I'm struck that I just think the guy's a very sensitive fellow, and I was expounding on that, and this will give him more to talk to. There we go. All right. Props. 40. Sorry, Schmuel. Just had to tweet about the bead news to my 40 followers. Expect to blow up. I'm sure there will be. I'm used to blowing up all these things. Frank, I don't know where you're sending these messages to. I mean, I read your stuff. I read your comments in YouTube, but I don't know that I necessarily know the names or anything. So there we go. I'm sure Panhandler feels all kinds of weird things aren't happening. Yet another symptom. I don't know what that means, but we'll go there. And props 47. We need to know more about these beads. I'm telling, like I said, now you got me thinking I'm wrong, but I swear to God, he's got the little tail at the end, and it's got like, I swore that there was like a little colored bead at the end, like colored like that kind of color. But who knows? And we'll do Chris Mack. Oh, what about you, Shades Cal? Do you still have the uniform? I used to live in Rockaway Beach and near a Catholic girls' high school, and there was a deck, and the guy in the front, his deck was in the front, used to every day have to go outside when the Catholic school girls got out of school. He was not himself Catholic, and there we go. So it was pretty interesting. And then look what's happened, right? Every Halloween, I'm gonna dress up as a sexy Catholic schoolgirl. But there you go. All right. Oh wait. Josh, you're funny. My favorite ongoing bit is Schmuel reading a clear declarative statement and claiming it makes no sense because he randomly added and deleted words for some reason. I'm old, got ADD, and I have a touch of the dyslexia. But there we go. But the dyslexia usually involves numbers. So I still use a calculator pretty regular. Props. Maybe Echo thought he could trade beads with the Native Americans. This is possible. But there we go. But I would ask everyone to go support Echo and do it. Give him the thing. And again, like I said, he is sensitive, and he does work hard on his program. So there we go. All right. I want to bring up some other stuff, including some texts. Not texts. What the hell do you guys call it? Tweets, posts, shit like that. And one of the ones that interested me, and I'm really kind of interested in the thoughts of people who were at Dabbleverse and people who let's just see here, from Doomspayer today. All right, put that up, and let me not pull a Chad and embarrass myself. with this, but let's share the screen and add, and we'll spotlight that bastard. And the tweet that I am referring to is the top tweet. It's from Doomspayer, and it says, "Did David Chandler ruin Hackamania? Many are saying his gay for pay antics with Granny Loves Anal and Transverse Network is when the dabbleverse jumped the shark. Paying a greasy drunk to fuck a trans sex worker on camera for child support money in a Vegas casino is just degenerate." So I met David at DabbleCon 2, and seems like a nice guy to me, but I did think the paying Granny to do that was a little bit weird. Actually, I thought paying for Granny to come to Hackamania was weird, and I also thought the paying for the sex thing was weird. Mostly, though, I thought driving back to Florida, that I was like, how the fuck could you have this guy in your car? Like, that was the thing I kept, like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe David doesn't have any of those little things in your nose that make you smell. So, but any thoughts on that from anyone in the chat? But, you know, I thought he was fine. I think that what happens is, as Rochi said, if Chandler dies, half the Dabbleverse will go broke. And I never, what's the word? I've never gotten a dime from the guy. And look, Doomspayer is here. The people are asking questions about this Chandler fella. So my view on the, like, I don't really have a view on the Chandler guy, but he certainly does get a lot of love that I don't think a normal old guy like that would get. And he does definitely pay quite a bit of money to the varying shows and stuff. So I think he gets a pass. I mean, he did, from public knowledge, not doxing or anything. I mean, I think he bought not Rochi, I keep saying Rochi, he bought Eckel a laptop. I know that he kept Joey in cash for a long time. I also know that Joey got pissed off claiming that Chandler was stolen from him. So I don't really know. But I don't really know. Listen, don't get all cranky there, Mr. Unbanned Josh Dennyfan. Schmuel, can you move on to a new topic? And we will pretend you didn't think fourth-rate Hackamania gossip was a good topic. It's not fourth-rate Hackamania. It's actually a question that needs to be asked, which is, Mikey brings it up. Pay Pigs have brought us a lot of entertainment. Personally, I don't give a shit what Granny does in any circumstance. I can't help myself, right? To me, the guy is just such a piece of crap that it bothers me. I certainly didn't like what he did to Lemmy after he left. It's another circumstance where, like Eckel and Rochi, you break up with somebody, you don't need to be going and spreading gossip and lies and or making up stories or shitting on them or any of that stuff. Although I did enjoy last night when I turned over to Mr. Granny, who shat on Lemmy, and she was a terrible streamer, and he was great, and all these things were going to happen for him, and this was going to be. I had 17 viewers, so I don't really normally look at that stuff, but last night made me last. oh, we're pretending paying people to do fucked up shit for entertainment is a fresh topic. My bad. Please continue. It's actually not the topic. What I want to know is have the pay pigs influenced the dabbleverse to the point where their effect has fucked it up? I don't really, I don't know. Like, I don't feel that with Chandler. I feel, but I do feel like there's a lot of people around that wouldn't be around if it weren't for him. And he seems like a nice enough guy, but I always, what do you call it? I find people that like spread money like that to be a little strange. Even if I was giving out $20 bills at Hackamania 2 or 1, is it a gay move? Hold on. Is it a gay to mave a man fuck another man for your entertainment? I will leave that up to you. Frankly, I find it creepy, and especially $8,000. And this is the thing, Lady KB. Chandler is a nice dude. He really is. I was supplying him with cigars, and I just what do you call it? I'm just asking the question because it came up. So you don't pin this shit on me. Discussing what David Chandler is paying other dudes to do is step one on the road, KB, towards constant money talk. It's not going to be constant money talk. Caring about how other people spend their money is gay. True. But this kind of leads me into something else, which is this thing of like you can pay money. It's like you take a retarded guy and you pay him money to do that. I don't know. I thought the world had gone past that, but I guess it still works, right? So that's all. And Doom is asking the question whether you like the Doom or don't. Doom definitely has the pulse of the Dabbleverse. So if they're asking the question, it's being asked because it's been asked of them. And I thought, why not ask it here, right? We have 70 of the most influential people in the Dabbleverse in the chat on this stream. So we've got to do that. All right. And now we stop and screen share. So let me get into other stuff. I'm not a fan of, hold on. Granny is smarter than you, Schmuel. All right. Granny's living in a shed in Florida. Hasn't taken a shower in a month. So if that's smart, I'm happy to be dumb. What can I tell you? But in any event, so I went earlier this evening when I turned on YouTube, put on YouTube, my algo sent me to, I don't know whether it's Nice Podcast Stupid or Mere Musk or whatever. They were doing they're doing a new life forms, something where they currently have 22 viewing, which what can I say about that? But I'm just going to go back. I think it was about 23 minutes in, and I gotta give, and I hate to do this, but I gotta give Dan a little bit of credit for having the balls to judge other people and talk about their lives when his seems so fucking terrible. But Dan did. Oh fuck! It's backwards now. God damn it! All right, hold on. But these three guys sit around and they have opinions on everybody else's stuff, right? And I see no evidence that it's done, and that it's gone anywhere or done anything, except particularly with Dan. Dan is very big on the doxing, the sharing of information, and watching Chow. Chow is this guy. He thinks he's got it, Um, so first they were talking about Haley and the dork, and then they get into Tommy Jordan and fuck it. And so Tommy is this guy. He's got no friends. He's all alone. That's why he streams. And they keep making they just go on with people. He needed to announce tonight about Haley, and it's like, in talking about Haley, it was necessary to mention the number of children she has, and the just information that doesn't need you don't need. It's not helpful. It's just gossipy stuff. And my deal with Danny Boy is back in last year when he came on my show and wanted to spread gossip about Lady KB and her sexual proclivities, and the sorcerer, and information about him, and I wouldn't have it, and that was what started our beef. And the question is, was Dan ever doxxed? And yes, a decade ago. So he cares not. Well, I'm going to tell you. I think he's starting to care again. Shane 1980 G2Z $10. You have 3 times the viewers, not to be a dick, but that is all you need to know. Shane, thank you for the $10. Yeah, I got it. And I agree with you. I'm just a little bit annoyed at the sort of subtly spreading of information, and trying to fuck with people. And so I'm going to talk about it. And because I said sensitivity training, so I'm learning to be sensitive. So when the Lucy came out with like the Patrick Tomlinson stuff I know about. There's other stuff with him with Jackie Singh. There's a shit ton of him bragging about how much money he has. But he comes across to me as a guy who would, I feel like he really, really wants respect. And the one thing he can't get is respect. So he keeps trying to fuck with other people. And the other part of it is like he's been doing this for like 20 years and nothing, right? Like it's not gone anywhere. So I did a little, I just did a little looking. It wasn't really hard to do. It was pretty quick because I wanted to see what was going on. Because when Ava was asking him questions about the Tomlinson thing, he was talking about innocuous. They were just innocuous tweets. Patrick Tomlinson, I'll probably get more for this than anything else. But Tomlinson will probably haunt me after this. But Tomlinson is a guy who appears to have some serious mental problems. And it seems to me that these guys just decided to go after a mental midget and then destroy his life. And look, is it fun? Is it this? I don't know, but it just seems to me that if you're an adult male with a wife and a kid, that maybe find your fun someplace else. But I really dislike that stuff, and I dislike he had they were talking about my buddy Big W a couple of weeks ago, and Big W's this, Big W's that, and he's and talking about Big W's kids, and it was like, why are you doing this? Like, what is this about? Like, and you're co-hosting a show with a guy whose big beef is don't talk about my kids, don't talk about my kids. So I I don't know. He he makes me uncomfortable, but I just think it's more and more of a piece of shit, and a lot of the Haley bashing with the filters and stuff comes from him. And oh, you're on the internet, just show who you are. Well, yeah, that's why you wear giant sunglasses and a hat every time you're on. So who who are we kidding here? But the reels. Can you imagine them saying that to Dub's face? No, that's actually part of what this is. These are the guys that sit there and insult other people and say shit, bringing up family and whatnot, and yet they don't go to anything, right? And my first sort of experience with Dan, I'd met them online or something. He was trying to like befriend me, and I met Deb at Super Bowl like a year ago, and they were doing a stream as I was driving home or something, and Dan was going on about how next year, which would be this year, he was going to have party buses, and we'd be going to strip clubs, and there was all these things to do, and he was really, really going after KB for the hotel stream, and of course he had a shit on Rocco and Melton. A year later, nothing happens. Hackamania comes up. This is what they should have done, and this is the way you do it. And so I just see a dude that is got nothing, but just goes after other people because he's got nothing. And I've got to tell you, I've seen W and W's family, and they're beautiful. The whole group of them, and W's not a small guy, so I really would like to try to figure it out, but more importantly, I think it's time that guys like this stop and be treated with the dignity they reserve. So yes, I will stop talking about him. I want to talk about Chow a little bit though, because I thought this was funny. So Chow, the other night, helped egg on Penny and Darren, or Penny and the Big Dork, into going after Haley, and some of the comments that Chow was making about himself, I couldn't help but laugh at. But the big one was, when he first came on, everybody started copying him. Oh, and it was like, it's flattering that everybody copies him. And we all, now everybody does the Chow, essentially, which I thought was pretty goddamn funny. Because he doesn't, it's like, first of all, I don't know anybody that copies him. And secondly, I don't know anybody who's like they're other than say Dan and maybe Mir, that their whole persona is being a go nowhere troll. It's just like it's endless. There's never any point to it. But he thinks he's special. He's supposed to have debated me twice. The first time he didn't show up because he had a flat tire, and this was on Hughesy's show, and apparently he had been DMing Hughesy all day long I might make it, I might not make it, I might make it, I might not make it. But he pussed out, bottom line. And then it was like, no, I didn't puss out. I was a flat tire. And he sends me a picture of a car with a flat tire as if I would fucking know. I don't believe it. Just very simply don't believe it. So then finally he is going to come on, and he comes on again on Husey and lasts about 5 minutes maybe, being nice, and bailed out. So just another one of these guys that loves to talk shit, likes to think they're a big time streamer or whatever, or influencer, I think is probably better, because I'm sure that views don't count to him, that his influence runs deeper. But man, what a fucking pussy, right? This is and I've noticed that this is like what he does, and I'm watching with the pump and dump that Chow does. You know, whenever anybody's new, that he tries to prep them for being a locale. But oh, I really like you. Oh, your stuff is great. Oh, it's really good to see you. And I'm sure this will be portrayed as me having a cortisol level blowing up. And I think earlier tonight it was Big W's cortisol and his high estrogen levels and whatnot. Nice, tough guys, but faces, right? Like, why is that? Why is that so hard, right? So, fuck them. And I know I'm not supposed to talk about trolls, or I'm not supposed to do any of that shit, but you know, it's like I watch people being manipulated, and I can't help myself. I can't, because the other night it was him. You know, Peggy seems easily led. And Chow was blowing smoke up their dress, telling them how wonderful they were, and kind of pushing that, you know, Haley was like trying to put them down, you know, and she was gatekeeping. And the reality is that Haley was there for a super tipper. Haley's rated them to bring them viewers. Haley's done a lot of stuff. So there we go. And Guru One, thank you. I am aware, and they're late. And what can I do? So there we go. You'll have to just listen to me for a while. Or feel free. I think Lifeforms is on. You could switch over there and hear all you want about Rob Saul and Tommy Jordan. Yeah, and then the other part of what I heard tonight was the Dan going after Rob Saul and Rob's sobriety. Rob was a mess. Rob is not a mess today, right? Could be a mess in the future. I don't know. But he's not a mess. The fucking guy is celebrating something. He feels better. He's happy, whatever. Let him enjoy himself, right? Like, why is that such a bad thing? Why do you think you need to tear him down? Because he went after Stuttering John, but he didn't go after Stuttering John. He went on his show with Stuttering John and went on John's show. And John was a complete dick. And then John got to be more of a dick after. And Rob is just coming back at him. It would be my thought, you know? And it's like, I'm okay with that, but why does Dan feel like he needs to pick up and carry the water, one for John, but for everybody else? And why is everybody who's sober, the guy's sober 90 days? Yeah, that's what he's going to talk about, right? Like, and Dan is like, oh, he's making sobriety his whole life. I can't stand those guys, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, Chow's got to give us his Jeep knowledge. This is the first time I've heard Chow say that, he had a drug and alcohol problem and, he knows how to do it. So just stop, though. Like, just stop. You're, you're children, right? We're adult men. We shouldn't behave this way, but we are. And it annoys me that it annoys me. And I've come, like, I don't have any deals. Like Chow doesn't really, he doesn't bother me. I don't pay attention to his stuff. But when I watched the Penny and Dork thing the other night, I was like, I don't know. He finds these people, and when he finds them, this is where they go, and then he starts fights between people, and creates just creates chaos, and sits back and laughs at it, and I keep fucking that up, and goes on with that. Now, they will say that they didn't. Everything was theirs. It was all their stuff, not Chow. Chow didn't talk him into anything. That Chow was just right, and he said stuff. I kind of find that hard to believe, but it is what it is. I got annoyed at Darren the other night because Haley commented on what Penny did at Hackamania with Ralph and Scarlett, which is, as her right, very consistent with everything that she'd said before. But Darren somehow turned it into Haley using filters, and she hides who she is, and then implying that she was ugly and that she doesn't look like anything, and it's just completely untrue. But I can't figure out with Darren if he knows what he's doing and he's trying to create trouble just to get viewers, or if he really believes this stuff. And this was one. But somehow I get I'm going to catch fire in here. Penny says that whatever, we'll get there in a sec. So I kind of want to put this up here. Let's just say today's brouhaha came up because Dang Lizard took down a picture of Haley, and so then that, of course, Chow is Haley forced Dang to take it down. I was apparently forced to take down a picture. None of us, Dang or I, are forced to do anything. If I was forced to do things, I would have sent out links that Final Boss wanted me to send out, and I didn't do them. But it's interesting to me how these guys are developing. But there was a just want to see if I can find the tweet I was looking for. Pretty funny. Anyway, all right. So just to run through this, right? Dang took I didn't take mine down, right? So apparently I've lied about that. I don't know where it is. I wasn't whatever. The picture that was taken of Haley and I was taken by Mommy, right? And if I can get words out, was taken by Mommy, And immediately after the picture was taken, Haley said, she said it was going to be horrible. And she looked at it, she didn't like it. And I'm good with that. Like, Cookie will be like, don't put that picture anywhere. And that's what Haley asked me, to not put the picture up. And so I didn't, I don't, the picture, I'm assuming that there was a bunch of pictures. So of us standing at the Hackamania, whatever you call that thing that you stand in front of, standing there. So I don't know who took them or whatever, but Chow has a copy of the picture, and then he put it up, and he was like, "Oh, I just put it up because she looked beautiful. She looked right." You know, and then it's into her double chin, and then Dan, of course, goes with it. Oh, she's just, she's got a double chin, she's got brown hair, and she makes you think she's red hair, and bullshit. And let me just go here. Dang lizard. So Dang took his down, and the tweet that Chow Chow put up. Let me just grab it here. Is this the right one? Let's hope that I did this correctly, and we'll see. Da, 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 da. Yes. So Chow starts it off with, LOL, dang lizard got the Buckman Schmuel treatment, forced to delete. Dang's tweet, sorry, Haley, but I have to stay true to myself. I'm pretty anti-pod. One against the dork. She also showed herself to be vain, wanted to overemphasize her unattractive. Haley looks good in person, but you shouldn't spend hours on the topic. So obviously not terribly positive about the Haley stream. But the next tweet down is, dang, I chose to delete it because it seemed unnecessarily mean. And of course, Chow, because everybody's coping and seething, but he can't use coping and seething. They have to come up with new ways and new descriptions. So she's redlining cortisol. So I figured you got Buckman. My bad. Yeah, right. And then it's all good, just getting back into the groove, meeting a lot of people. And don't want to turn OJ, but I think I overreacted on that one. He's talking about his tweet. And then, of course, Darren is sounded spot on to me. A 5-hour stream defending your looks shows a lot about a person. By the way, I don't care if I win or lose in the public eye. I just know I always speak the truth. It's got me in trouble many times. Haley is attractive on the outside, but not much on the inside. I have a comment about that, but let's get through this shit. Dangy. Yes, but you attacked her for her looks with no other reason than to gain clout. And then this is Darren again. No one likes to really listen to how I explained it. I get it. Typical. And Buck, you could have just admitted you took the pic down. And you could have admitted you're an asshole. But neither one of those things are going to happen. So there we go. But thank you for the $2. No, right. And then it's, I listened, Dang says, I listened to your explanation. But you can't tell us that cloud chasing wasn't the reason you attacked Haley. Darren, I don't cloud chase. I just do an honest show. I understand people aren't used to honesty. Dang, I like both of you, but don't lie, your audience. The whole Scarlet thing wasn't about helping her. It was about establishing your show. The whole Scarlet thing was an organic moment I had nothing to do with. I was just reacting to Haley's reaction. This is what happens when you assume you know people's motives. You make a fool of yourself in their eyes. I have to call you out on this. Penny said clout was a factor. Even if I criticized Haley for her stream, I think her estimate on the situation was right. Penny inserted herself. and I won't go with. We'll leave the last one off there. So that was what's going on there. But I was on BYB with Darren the other night. Darren said that he exaggerates things for the dabbleverse. So it's like, yeah, you exaggerate things for the dabbleverse, and you got pissed off that Haley called out Penny for what Penny did, and which to me was fine. And your response, if you wanted to call out Haley for calling out Penny, that was fine too. But that's not what happened. What happened was you decided to go after Haley for her looks. And you claimed that the only reason why Haley didn't go up to Scarlett was because of how Haley looked, and she couldn't control the situation. And it's kind of fucking insane that it went that way. And so what started with a comment on somebody else's comment wound up devolving very quickly into an insult of a woman's looks, her motives, and all sorts of nasty stuff. And Darren likes to say, "Oh, I don't, I'm honest. I just, I'm just honest." It wasn't honest. You were pissed off and you lashed out. And Haley did what she did. Buck, you're still spinning, deflecting. Just own it. You're an asshole, Dan. Just own it. It's very simple. $2. So easy 1, 2, 3. Dan is a car salesman, right? Who the fuck? I don't know. I don't know what he does. And I really don't want to know. But thank you for the $2, Dan. But I don't know. Is pathetic a career? Maybe that's up. All right. So I've had some experiences with Darren, and one of the big ones was in the beginning. He was apparently telling people that I was big timing him because I hadn't gone on their show. I didn't know how to do any of these things, and that I wouldn't go on their show, or I wouldn't have them on my show, and I was big timing them and all that other bullshit. And I honestly didn't really know who they were. I mean, I heard their name, but I didn't know. And it's like, let them filter up a little bit, and and I hear the name, and then I'll take a look and then say. But in any event, got it, went and did their stream, and then Darren was like, I didn't. It wasn't a thing, and he didn't think I was big timing him and all that, and then in Vegas, he said that apparently that I was big timing him again, which is the way it was described to me. I think his words were that I didn't talk to him, which was then taken as big timing him. And I was literally standing next to him for more than an hour with his wife. And I was also got hugged by the wife with him there. And so he knew I was there the whole time. So to me, this is just more of the bullshit of, let me go after somebody else. And I'm tired of it. So I thought, I'll be an asshole tonight and just talk about it. Now, I like the two. I think the two do a good show. So, and I also think that Darren's puppets are quite amazing. So, but I'm not going to be, I'm not going to be suckered into this bullshit, right? And I do believe that the notion that oh, poor Darren doesn't know anything and he's stuck with he just you know his wife is a firecracker and out there and that she has to Darren just has to clean up after her, I think is bullshit. I think the two of them are a team, and I think they both enjoy streaming very much, and they'd like to get as involved in the dabbleverse as possible. And I, with that, welcome my good friend, Mr. Aussie Guy. How are you, buddy?
Can you hear me?
We can, yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's always great to be brought on screen when someone's mid thought and just have to sit there like a fucking idiot while you finish your thought.
Well, would you rather be sitting in the backstage?
Yes.
See, it's very funny because it's like different people feel different ways, and I get some people who sit in the backstage who if they have to sit in the backstage, they get all antsy and pissed off that they're back there. So sorry, I can't make anyone happy apparently.
Well, that's the point of it all, isn't it? That's why the dabbleverse exists.
Exactly. So that's it. How are you? What's going on?
Just stuff and things. Annoying life stuff gets in the way. And then I come down here to get all set up and nothing's fucking working for me. And I thought, oh, this is going to be another silent fucking performance from me. I think I like those there.
No, you're doing good, man. We're hearing you. And what's the temperature down in Perth?
It's rainy today, actually.
It's what? Say that again.
It's raining today.
Actually. Oh, okay. Is that
haven't had
rare?
a lot of rain for a while.
Is it that season?
Yeah, we're going into that season. Opposite of you guys, obviously.
Yeah, because we had the nice day today. So, and I see you sitting there with a jacket, but this is the first day in a bit that I've been able to just wear a shirt.
Poor old Sam Bibley, you're not going to see the guns for another 6 months, mate. Maybe even 7 or 8 months.
Oh my God, what will he do? Now I'm getting feedback or double hearing, whatever you call it.
That's
So, I think that's good.
all right.
Yeah, it's great.
Not
Jared is a
to-
hack. Ask him what he ate for breakfast next. Well, what did you have for breakfast?
I had some leftover chicken, actually, like a pig.
Good man. Good man. I had a protein drink this morning and a sugarless Klondike bar just to keep to compete.
That's just exciting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This is good stuff, Schmuel, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with it too. But you got to engage with the chat. That's why we're here.
I want to bitch about EVMux again.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if you heard me talk about it on my show, but that silent performance I put in last week, that's happened once before with Pat Dixon as well, where you can just hear me, but the audience cannot hear a fucking thing. And it was both times like the two separate computers, two separate microphone setups. And it's happened where nobody could hear me at all. Very weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't. It's funny. I think it's if you use one system and not the other. Because when I would go on when I first started going on Husey and he uses StreamYard, and I'm using EVMux, I would have all sorts of problems, and so I would literally restart my computer. I use NVIDIA Broadcast for the camera, and I went into Task Manager, disabled auto start, as a startup process and all that. And it's worked fine since I've done that. But before, I used to just have the mic wouldn't work. It was the camera wouldn't work. It was crazy. So
It's just for you, unbanned Josh Benny. Jenny, there, unbanned Josh Benny fan.
yeah, I'll
That's
put that.
it.
Should I put that up for you?
Yeah, go on. You said you want to interact with the chat. It made me smile. Schmuel set the tone, man. I just got to follow. the
Yeah,
tone.
no. Look, you're a leader in this universe. So
Look at me. You see my numbers plummet lately, Schmuel? I am on a fucking downswing.
Really? Why?
Because I'm lazy.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all? And but yeah, you're hardly lazy. I have my little. Speaking of, look at this. Jeff Closer got a coax cable from Radio Shack. That actually I didn't mean to put it up, but it went up there. My
Oh, you.
my scrolling wheel is not working, and I lost Josh Denny's insulting chat to you. So, Josh, if you put it back up, we will do it because we're yelling at chatters tonight. Kind of kidding. Let's see. Lady KB, I'll put this up and then we're going to just talk. Listen, I just want to say to anyone I get in beefs with this week that I really don't mean it. I'm on some hormones for a few weeks and I'm absolutely insane. Yes, well, according to Dan, all of us men are on hormones, and that's what our problem is. So, we can do it there. So, what did you think of the Eckel Pineapple breakup?
Of course, I'm going to have to talk about this, aren't I?
Well, I mean, I think I think we have to.
Yeah. Schmuel. Fucking hell. Eckel and I briefly chatted yesterday, and Eckel's got nothing to say about it, which he doesn't want to do feuds and beefs and drama, quote unquote. So I understand that. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I think Rochi's constant going on about the grift, it was just a matter of time, wasn't it? Eckel amped up the grift, and Rochi's supposedly very uncomfortable with the grift. And yeah, I think it was a matter of time before they split, really, because it was just how can Rochi look at himself in the mirror?
So, my question really is not so much about the breakup. I mean, people break up all the time, right? Co-hosts and shit. It was more like I was uncomfortable with the way Rochi handled it, went and aired it all. How did you feel about that?
He amped up. I've only seen the Pat Dixon thing. I don't know what else Rochi has said, but the Pat Dixon clip, he sort of amped up into maybe shit talking a little bit. In the beginning, he seemed like he wanted to just be all cool and friendly, and then as Pat sort of got him going talking a bit longer, then he started to sort of maybe shit talk a little bit. Yeah, I don't think it's ideal, but at the end of the day, as someone just said in the chat, drama and beefs is all we've got. So yeah, it's fun for us to talk about, isn't it? It's just Eckel's a friend of mine, so it's kind of hard. It's a bit more awkward in this situation.
Shane 1980 G2Z for $5. Eckel wanted to be a tourist. Rochi wanted to party.
I agree with that. I agree with that point. I agree with Rochi in terms of if I'm there to party, I don't want to go out and helicopter ride, but just make that clear. And so Eckel doesn't buy a fucking ticket for you. You know what I mean? That's the breakdown of communication, really. But yeah, I don't want to go on a helicopter ride. I want to party. That's what I'm there for. We're there to party.
Yeah, I get it. But to Eckel's point, I mean, the helicopter ride was like an hour, right? Like the whole thing, from them leaving to them coming back. So it wasn't a huge deal, and Eckel did. I didn't know this at the time, but Eckel paid for it. Eckel bought the ticket.
Yeah, to extent. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and so
it's not right for Rochi to say it's not Eckel's money, but at the same time, my understanding is the trip was funded by super chats, super tips, all of that. I was on the drinking stream. I made $150 on that drinking stream. I don't know how much fun they fucking made, but they got a lot of money from the generous Deadpool for the most part. But no, there's a lot of people that donated. And
Deadpool bought him a laptop.
Yeah.
But
maybe I should start collecting Deadpool.
I know this is conspiracy theory bullshit, but how does this sound to you? that maybe Rochi was just afraid to go on a helicopter, and that's what precipitated this.
I mean, that's a fun thing to joke about. But I don't think I don't think Rochi's too proud to say I don't want to go on a helicopter. It scares the shit out of me. You know what I mean? He seems like the kind of guy that would own up to that. It's a fun thing to joke about, but
I,
ah,
I think that he's not the kind of guy to own up to it, and I and I look. I don't know how much the helicopter ride was part of the problem, but I got that. I just got that impression. That my impression was is that Rochi was afraid to go. He didn't want to say he was afraid to go, and oh no, man, I'm here having fun because it wasn't like a big amount of time out of the partying.
Mm. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I don't really give a shit, Schmuel, for the most part. Um, so, yeah, look, I know what it's like when you're partying, and especially when you're talking shit with people that you've been talking shit in chat rooms forever, and you finally get to have an actual conversation. You know, like I don't know, it can be tough to drag yourself away from the party to go look at Vegas from above. Yay! You know, I'm not big on helicopter rides either, Schmuel. I think it's a lot of money for fuck all.
yeah.
Ah!
There you go. Now we're mogging. Um, it look. I got to say that the helicopter ride is it's very cool. I enjoyed it when I did it. And you just because Vegas is the perfect city for it because of the lights and about sunset and you got the Grand Canyon and all that stuff. But I get it. I get it. I'm. It just the whole thing feels a little bit weird to me. And I have to say I tried to talk to Eckel and stuff. Now we had a fight like a week or two before Vegas, so it's possible that that's why. But I tried to talk to Eckel, and it was like two words. It wasn't really talking to me, and that's what other people relayed that to me as well. So and he
Good.
he
Didn't
did seem
necessarily
like
have
he was
to
he
drive, or
was socially awkward, I guess is the word.
yeah, I know Pat said something about him like being offended that Pat didn't recognize his voice or something. Yeah, I don't know how much any of this is true. Yeah, my initial thought was that maybe they got there and they just sort of gravitated to different people, and you know, when you meet someone in person, perhaps you realize you're not that don't have that much in common outside the dabbleverse or whatever. And yeah, I just that was my just initial thought on it was just that they were different people and they realized it, and it was kind of like the end of it all, you know. Face the
Yeah, I don't think that Rochi knew that it was the end of it all until he got back, and but then again, Rochi's not like what's the word? He's not the most sensitive of people, right? Like you know what I mean? Like um, I just sometimes I think with Rochi, there's like difference. He doesn't. He's like thinks it's all a stream. So what to take seriously, what not. But Rochi was a blast. I will say that he was a lot of fun at Hackamania, and had a really good time. When I heard Dixon say that, I thought, considering that Rochi was such a draw, like everybody wanted to see Rochi, like and everybody wanted to talk to Rochi, and I was just like, even there, I was thinking like, shouldn't he be bringing Eckel around with him a little bit? But maybe that's just me.
I mean, we're all like what middle aged or older men, you know. Like, yeah, you should be fine on your own.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be interesting. I was just pissed off at Eckel because it was he's post for his Saturday show is he's going to go through it, and he's got to go through it because I said something, and I said it because he wouldn't come on my show, which is the farthest thing from the truth. I invited him on the show and told him he didn't have to talk about we didn't even need to talk about the Rochi thing or any of that stuff. So, I was like checking in, just making sure you're okay. But whatever.
Is there any chance, Schmuel, that, like there really is nothing to it? It's just a boring like we did our time, we're done. You know what I mean?
Uh, again, yes, but the timing is off. You know,
Don't you think though it's more perfect timing? Like, what better way to like end it all? Just have a big weekend away in Vegas, and then like we're done. You know?
is that look? If you were dating me, would you wait until we had the big trip and then dump me after?
Well, the trip would be fucked if I dumped you beforehand, wouldn't it?
I don't know. Like that's the that's I just feel like Eckel had some sort of revelation while he was on the trip, and he went back and decided to end it. He also ended it with OG Mumbling Nick.
Did he?
Yeah,
Has he said yet what his plans are moving forward? Like, because he's going in a different direction.
I don't. He hasn't said anything, at least that I've seen. I mean, so I don't think he's talking to me at the moment, so he's not going to be telling me. I don't think so. He was on Point Dabble Point on Monday. He is having Shuli on next week, so maybe he's headed in a different direction.
Yeah, which I think everyone should be thinking about. I see your comments, Banjo Stenny fan. I don't know how Schmuel will get six-figure views, but I think we all should be thinking about what else we can do other than Dabbleverse. Like, yes, the Dabbleverse is thriving, but also it's not going to be around forever. I know it will eventually go away.
Yeah, look, the dab. No, I'm getting feedback again. The Dabbleverse will look. It will die. All of these things die. But as we've seen with Ethan Ralph and with Mersh, like with the Sector, there's always survivors. And look, to me, it's like this is a place to learn. Like I'm learning how to do this, and I'll be dead in 2 or 3 years, and hopefully I'll have mastered it like the day before I go. To Shane, 1980 G2Z for $5. Seems like Eckel is just shy and not very outgoing. Not sure why he thought a big meetup party was a good idea. I agree with you, Shane.
Or it's people like Schmuel that you just wanted to avoid. It's fuck that, and he got along great with so many other people.
It's possible. It is possible, but that's not the scuttlebutt. This is like has been going around. The Eccles reaction was something people talked about, so that was the deal, and people were kind of trying to figure it out, like. Is it social anxiety? Is he, is he just not? Is he just like a shy person? That kind of stuff. So, Will Heron for $5. Aussie is a show killer.
Well, should I go out to a bar and put it on speaker? Would that be better?
Yeah, it's like Aaron. And then there was Nick. And then I like Will, but I've told him I can't have him on when he's drunk. But
Not just drunk, like in public places, Will. Public places are not for streaming unless you're like fucking Alyssa Jordana and a IRL streamer or whatever.
oh God, that seems to me to be that's the worst life of all. I think it would be good for Joey C, but
Yeah, for train wrecks of people, yeah.
so you don't have to talk about this, but I want to bring it up. The Tommy Jordan. So Tommy is a new life form, apparently. And tonight it was Tommy versus Rob Saul. And I only saw the first part of it. And as Tommy says here, rough start. They started talking trash about my dad I recently lost, still grieving over, but apologized at the end. I don't care about all that other stuff, KB. Why do you think
Oh, wait.
Dan always feels the need to fuck with your family?
I don't know. I just wanted to get a joke in, but you killed the moment, Schmuel.
You want to what? You got to
I wanted
speak up.
I wanted to get a joke in, but you just fucking
Oh, I stepped
stomped on
on
it.
you. I'm
And
sorry.
can I try it now? The
Yeah,
moment's
go
over.
ahead. Give it a shot.
So, Tommy, you're saying your father is no longer a life form? Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because
You
he's
were
dead.
better off when I stopped you from.
Dead.
And I'm sorry. No, but seriously, my question.
What question? Sorry, I forgot. What was the
Just
question?
the question is like, why do you think that those guys like, particularly the life form shit, but particularly Dan, feel the need to go after families?
I mean, I think Dan in particular likes to really get people emotionally fucking going. You know what I mean? Like, he likes to pick at shit. And yeah, obviously, fucking Little Mia and Chow got a bit about that themselves. Like, look, it's not my style, but words, you know, that's all they are. They're just words. You know, you can't let yourself get too cut up about it.
Right, but isn't it? I don't know. It just feels to me like picking on that, like your recently deceased father or somebody's wife, things like that. That's low hanging fruit. Like you don't get any points for somebody getting emotional over that, right? That's because they're
Well,
because
in Dan,
that's why people in good company don't do that shit.
yeah, but in Dan's little fetish way, it does get points. You know what I mean? Like, it makes that next jack that little bit more fucking pleasurable or whatever. You know, that's Dan's fetish.
So all right. So I'm of the view that Dan is a net negative on the dabbleverse, and you don't seem to agree with me there.
I mean, you need all types to keep it fucking rolling. Do I agree with Dan doing that? No, I don't. Like, that's not my style. But at the same time, we all talk shit and we make jokes that people don't find funny, but in our head, it's really funny. And you know, like, you don't get my comedy. Like, so yeah, I gotta, you know, like, you gotta be fair in terms of like what we judge all of this shit on. Like, we're all pretty shitty to each other. Like, it's a cunty universe. We're all gonna be cunty.
$2 Dan. I had zero idea his dad was deceased. I apologized. I don't believe you, Dan. So there's that.
Yeah,
Too many incidents, man.
everyone never apologize.
Too many incidents. Um, so of this, the stuff with Big W and talking about his daughter, with something that's not true as well, and just too much bullshit. So um, that.
But
Go
also,
ahead.
it's $2 Dan, Chow, and Mia. Like, you know, he's not exactly like spreading the fucking word globally, is it? It's
No,
handful.
but look, I certainly think they have more impact than they do. You know, I mean, Chow was bragging about how people are copying him, and you know how he's got it down. So
Tommy's, you know, got a lot to say in the chat there. We are talking about him. Should we address some of Tommy's comments?
yeah, well, I did ask Tommy if he was around. I wanted to send him a link, but he's later. Um, and let's just do. Hold on a second here. Somebody, this is so funny to me. Be nice 666. Melton talked about Aaron's underage daughter, Schmuel. What does that have to do with this conversation?
Well, in terms of like what's crossing lines, what's fair, all of that. Like, same with Melton. I don't agree when he makes comments about the kids, but he's trying to get in Aaron's head and he's fucking with Aaron. So, like, you know what I mean? That's why it's like it's pretty hypocritical to sit here and point fingers at Dan when we sit there and fucking, you know, clap along with Melton.
I don't know that anybody claps along with Melton, but just do it. Aussie is a good
Ellen
egg for $1.99. Thank you. Just do it.
and shit on chat.
Right. There was context to Milton's talking about the daughter that is not here with with the Dan stuff over and over. And what had happened was Aaron had used his daughter uh, the day before that Milton went after her.
Yeah.
Aaron was using his daughter to own Ricada and fuck with.
Melton was talking about Aaron's kids before Ricada came into the
No,
equation.
no,
Yeah,
no,
he
no,
was.
no, no.
Trust me,
This
Schmuel,
this came up. Dude. I was there. I remember. And what happened was something happened with Aaron. There was I think something came out, and it was about the Ricada thing. And then the next thing you knew, Aaron, who had never done this before, all of a sudden had pictures of his daughter all over Instagram.
yes, that happened, Schmiel. I'm not disputing that that happened. But Melton talked about his kids and said shitty things before Ricada came into this equation.
All right. So but what I'm okay. So I won't say Ricada. I will say Aaron put up shit on Instagram. That's when Melton talked about it. Didn't talk about it beforehand. So there you go. But but the thing is, why am I arguing with about Melton? Because I'm not Melton. I don't have any control over Melton. Can't do anything.
No, but the context of the comment was, why does Dan feel the need to go after families? And I think it's fair to bring up the point that there's loads of other people that talk about families and bring families into it. And, it's pretty hypocritical if we're not condemning someone else, we're going to shit talk Dan about it.
Right, but do other people do it? Do other people? I haven't heard of Melton call anybody's wife a whore. So
Yeah. He's called my wife a whore.
there's that, and so but I would be perfectly happy to strike Melton as well. But Melton also doesn't have a history of doxing people and going after people quite the way I do. Unban Josh Denny fan who gets really pissed at me. So this is cool. Schmuel will never be able to see that his rules come down to simply anyone I like can do whatever they want. I disagree. Disagree. Give this to Dave Sarra right now. Deitois, I can't give Dave Sarra any money. And every time I try to send Dave Sarra money, he sends it back to me. So,
You can send me money, supertip.gg/USOA.
cool.
Making money right now.
Or supertip.gg/Buckman. Dave, you're supposed to be here, by the way. All right. So this is where I get, so to me, it's like, it's nuanced. I think the stuff that Dan does, the Tomlinson shit, the Jackie Singh stuff, the going to people's houses and taking pictures, not just Tomlinson, he did it to Chad. I think that shit's out of bounds, but I guess Melton does things, so I'm supposed to ignore it.
No, that's not the argument. I disagree with all of that. I wouldn't do any of that stuff. But I've been talking a lot lately about our moral line. We all have our own moral line, and sometimes we allow our moral line to shift as we get further into a beef or whatever. And I think, like, Carl is an example. You go back and listen to Carl 3 years ago talk about John, you would be stunned as to what he's doing, like what he accepts these days. Like, he's shifted his moral line when it comes to how much you fuck with Stuttering John and all that. Like,
Well,
observe and report. That was the catch cry for years and years. Observe and report. Now, is anyone that's fucking had a conversation with him, come on, tell us about it.
Well, look, because of, don't you think that the significant amount of that is retribution or
There's always gonna be a
clapback
reason.
or any of those things? Shane 1980 for $10. Thanks, Shane. You're the best. Aussie, worse for the kids. Aaron knowing, I think, knowingly taking them to a drug den, or Patrick making bad cup holder jokes.
Of course, the drug den. Like, yeah, I'm not sure the point there. If you could give me a link, but yeah, of course, Aaron's been way, like, horrible to his kids. He's a terrible father. Milton's jokes mean nothing. And again, I'm a free speech guy. Like everyone should be able to say what they want to say. Like, you know, that's the point here. Like it's hard to fucking condemn one when there's so much other shit going on that we've allowed to happen. Yes, I don't agree with fucking going to people's houses and sending them shit and fucking with their real lives, but a lot of people got a lot of laughs at a pot awful doing it to Mersh and whatever the fuck Ethan Ralph does and all that shit. Like, you know, the standards have been set previously, and some people are into doing that.
But Pot Awful and Mersh are not people that we have. Well, Pot Awful is not somebody that is dabbleverse or even maybe dabbleverse adjacent, but he's not somebody that we have anything to do with, right?
I know, but it's the same bullshit that's been going on for years. You know, like it's devolving into that garbage. You know, the what do they call it? The sector. You know, and Ethan Ralph's the dirtiest ape in the zoo, and all this fucking bullshit. Like they get off on fucking with people in real life.
Right, and what I'm saying is that my experience with the dabbleverse is we have not gotten off on fucking with people in their real lives, but Dan seems happy to fuck with people in their
but there's
real
always
lives.
a few. Like we were talking the other, I can't remember who I was listening to. Anyway, they're talking about the dog whistling that Steel Toe did with Dr. Steve. Like, I don't want anyone to do this. You know, like it's that over the top. I'm gonna mention all the ways you could fuck with Dr. Steve by telling you not to do those things. You know, like it's the dog whistle thing. You know, like there's always a portion of the community, no matter how many good eggs, there's always at least a percentage of bad eggs that fucking go along with it that are gonna go to those levels. They don't need to be told. They don't need any excuse.
Yeah, I guess my thing is I feel like we have some stuff like this is the Dabbleverse is sort of our community, and we can call out our people when we want. You know,
You're
that,
more than welcome to call out Dan. I'm just not here to sit here and agree with you. That's boring. You know, like let's mix it up a little bit.
Rob's whole dog whistles differently. That's very funny. Yeah, I don't know where it feels like I'm even wondering if I heard it, but I heard the phone call with Dan and Stuttering John, where Dan was trying to suggest that Ava was working for Shuli. That kind of, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it feels like there's rules, and I know that's ridiculous, but there's rules that we have to make the game fun, and this guy just wants to fuck with people, and so and sort of doesn't care who gets hurt or maimed in the process, you know. Like those guys go, like him going on about W and his kids, you know, bullshit, just complete and utter bullshit. But boy, did he say it, you know.
Yeah, look, I think Ava, the whole Ava thing is kind of funny. You know, I love that she's got so many people guessing and so many people fuming, and now Dan's trying to get in on that, and you know, like drive a wedge in there. And I don't think Ava's working for Shuli, quote unquote, but Shuli seems to hate Ava so much that I could buy that, you know, because Shuli does works, you know, like the fucking Bob's fake pool and the Kumia thing and all that. Shuli loves a good fucking work. Like how hard he goes at Ava does make me wonder sometimes of being like, is he really trying to get John to trust her implicitly? You know, like he's helping, like the squeaky wheel gets the grease kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like he's really trying to make sure that John accepts her and gives her every bit of information that he can.
Yeah, I you know what, I knowing Ava, I just don't see Ava doing that.
I agree.
That's the reason why it just doesn't cross my mind, because I don't see Ava doing something like that. I think because look, we've talked about it. I think she goes very hard. I think it's a little ridiculous. Some of the stuff that she says, but I don't see her. I just can't imagine her setting out to try to fuck Stuttering John like that. And I
I
could be
think
wrong, but I don't think so.
I made this analogy the other week, and I said the wrong movie. I said Donnie Darko, and I meant Donnie Brasco. I think it's a Donnie Brasco situation where I think she was fucking with Stuttering John in the beginning, but there's like this, the what do you call it? The other thing with the kidnapper, the
Stockholm syndrome.
syndrome, something like that as well. Like where you just fall into being friends. Just grow this attachment when you didn't expect it. But there's probably Donnie Darko parallels as well. That's a fucking weird fucking movie. So
Yeah, I don't know. I just I was Ava and I worked together for months and months, and there was never anything, nothing like that ever came up, right? Like I always felt she was honest about her feelings. They didn't necessarily agree with them, um, but felt that. And I really, my impression was is that like Dan is, he needs that divide and conquer thing, right? Let me get Ava out of the picture, and then you know, I'll be there. But and she did fucking hit him pretty hard with those questions.
oh yeah, that was fucking hilarious when Stuttering John is fully defending Dan, like saying Patrick's an asshole. All of this is like, oh man, you're not seeing this, John. You're not. Yeah,
Right.
I think it's got too much for even Ava. Like Ava can stomach so much, you know, when she's playing the game, but like she cannot just completely dissolve any like credibility of intelligence that she would have left by going along with the Dan thing, with the parallels to Patrick Tomlinson. It's pretty fucking wild.
It was interesting because I watched that, actually rewatched it, and was watching Dan during it, and very lucky to have the big glasses and shit on because you couldn't see his eyes. But I'm like, oh man, he's sitting in there like sweating underneath that hat and whatever, like. Uh, and I swear there is a visual sense of relief when he realizes that John is just not going to get it.
Mm, it's fucking crazy. I just don't. How do you not see it? That's what's bonkers. That's what makes him one of the ultimate lolcows. How do you not see that when it's being spelled out to you?
I it's insane. I think he's really like the lonely. I just don't think he has any friends, and and these are people that listen to him because I'm sure that the people he hangs out with, like if you're at the bar and stuff, right? Nobody's gonna fuck after a few beers. Nobody's gonna fucking care, that you're on the Tonight Show or whatever. And it's like these guys are willing to listen to the stories and be there for him. And I also think John has a fucking his story is probably fucked up, and I think Ava likes that kind of stuff. Like,
Mm.
she's into that, for lack of a better way to describe it.
Yeah, people have said about Ava doing, some sort of college, assignment on him or whatever it may happen to be. I think there's something to that. I think Ava is fascinated by him and wants to learn as much as she can about him. It's tough with Ava. Like I think she fakes a lot of stuff. There's a lot of fucking fake bullshit, not just with John, but like other people. But yeah, there's something going on there. There's something she's working on, I think, that's gonna fucking, it's either gonna be a massive flop or it's gonna blow our minds.
Yeah, I think she'll be with him till the end. I look,
I
and
don't even
she's
think like a double cross or anything like. She's gonna present something at some point that'll either be a fucking waste of time or we'll all go, holy shit, you're fucking brilliant.
I think that I think she got into this, and I feel like she got not sucked into it, but like you said, like the Stockholm syndrome, whatever, into it. And I don't think there's a big long term plan. Could be
I,
wrong, but I don't think so.
I agree. I'm just thinking of possibilities.
Yeah, I mean, but look, we were all waiting for that with Quad, and that turned out to be a big, right?
I there was a corn bomb or something on there. That was fun. Hey.
You know, at best, it was thrown together, right? And there would have been more to do. So have you? And yes, I understand. Adam called this one "No New Topics," but I don't get to talk to Dean that often, and I like to get his take on these things. Um,
What?
there was a chat that said that Adam called this thing "No New Topics,"
Adam.
and it's gone past, and I can't put it up, so I just thought I would say it. But I wanted to get your take on this shit, so that's why I asked John, and you totally don't agree with me, so on a lot of stuff, so that's cool, and you break my balls, which is also pretty interesting. Um, did you follow any of the Haley stuff with Penny and the Dork?
Sorry, I haven't. No. If you got a clip for me, show me a clip. I'll fucking tell you what I think.
Yeah, it's. I don't have a clip, and it would be. It's way too long of a story. Diablo Sandwich. Of John's three allies, Vince is a clinical psychopath who wants John all to himself to play with. Ava is mentally ill herself, but is also writing a capstone. And Dan is a run of the mill troll.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Not bad, not bad. And be nice. How do you know that Carl doesn't plagiarize my takes? Um, so there we go. I think that that's not terribly inaccurate. I don't think Dan's a run of the mill troll.
Stay away, Aussie. Okay.
I think that my thing with Dan is I think he's not success. He's not a successful run of the mill troll. Like he
What's
doesn't
a
really have that. So then he goes at like that's why it goes so deep.
What's a successful troll?
Just any fan is successful troll. The Klein host can be a successful troll. Chow, to a degree, is a
I'm always
successful
wanting
troll.
to define success, not the people. What's the success?
That they get a reaction, and to me, what's a success is that they they do it fairly. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like they 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 pick things out from people that they do on stream, and that's the stuff they draw from, not you know going after family or going to somebody's house and stuff like that. Um, that's I don't really have it written down, but that's I think what it is.
I should leave then because Unbanned Josh Denny fan has just been saying how I'm boring, have not had an interesting take, all of this shit. I should leave then because he's just talking about shit I do on stream. So if that's the case, I should go. Right?
No, you miss you're. Wait. So do you want to be a troll or what?
Just fucking around.
Yeah.
No, I just because like you could argue like Melton is obviously trolling Steel Toe and he's made a bunch of money out of it. Like, would you define success that way, or is it a ton of views, or fucking is it just getting people to fucking react to you on a stream? Because Sam Bibley's very good at that as well. Like I love Sam Bibley. I was interested in what your definition of success as a troll.
Oh, my definition of it would be, and you're bouncing back. We're hearing again, but my definition would be to achieve the goal of the troll, right? To do what they to get what they want, to get the reaction that they want, or to move somebody along. But and when I say do it fairly, is like do the stuff that they have on stream, not going behind. B Greg 8725 499. Thank you, B Greg. When Drunky leaves, who's hurt worse, Corky or Naveed? I think that's Ava or Dan or Ava.
I'm not in love. I don't love the Corky thing. Like that's pretty hack, right? Like John's calls retards Corky. So I don't. Anyway, Ava doesn't have her own stream, so I guess Ava's hurt more by it, but I don't know. Hard to say.
I yeah, I got to think Dan, because I think this has gotten Dan more awareness than he's had in a really long time, or more relevance, I guess I should say. Um, I think Ava will be fine. And I wonder why Ava doesn't do her own stream. I mean, maybe now is not the right time, um, but I feel
Yeah,
like she could.
I think Ava just likes joining conversations. You know what I mean? Like when Ava sees something she wants to talk about, she'll go find some people to talk about it with. I don't think she necessarily wants to start her own thing and like start a show and go, these are my topics and this is what we're going to talk about, you know?
But I think she could, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
And
You do, so why can't anyone else?
all right, I got to read this. Melton stole the steel toe hate boner gimmick from Chad. Win by 2. Hipster on Red Bar. Red Bar mentioned steel toe on air before Melton. Melton doesn't know what to do next. I kind of disagree with you, Brock, but mostly because I don't know about Win by 2, but I do know that Chad, everything that I see that Chad does is somebody else's bit. So I don't know, but I also do know that Red Bar went after Melton, right? For hard and for a long time. So I don't know who's stealing it. B Greg 8725 $1.99. Corky, more a rip than special people.
Or a rip on $2 Dan than special people. I think
I
he's squeezed into $1.99 there.
I get it. I mean, I get it. I
It's
get why people do it, but I don't like the Corky thing. Doesn't do anything for me either.
I'm not offended that you're ripping on retarded people. I'm saying it's hack. Like that's yeah. And what year is it? That's
Yeah, but that's my question about a lot of stuff with is like what year is it they're just doing. So much of this is just recycled stuff, uh, particularly the
like 7
trolling and
ideas.
sending shit to people's houses. Rudy Baga, nobody misses a red barf. I don't, but I think I there is a reverence for red bar out
Well, like
there.
back to the point though about people were covering steel toe before Melton. It's kind of like people were doing metal before Metallica, but they kind of popularized it. Like Melton made the most out of it in a similar way to Red Bar made out of Melton. Like at the end of the day, it's all just what you get out of it. Melton seems happy enough and comfortable, even though Red Bar destroyed him 10 years ago, or however long ago it was. It's what can you get out of it, like yourself. And Red Bar got some good shit out of Melton. Melton's got some good shit out of Steel Toe.
Yeah, and the other thing too is it's like, look, it's almost not like I always say it's like ideas are a dime a dozen. It's what you do with them that count, right? Like Henry Ford did not invent the automobile, but he perfected it, how to put it together and how to sell it, right? And so, and I don't know the guy. I think the guy who invented it was in Germany, but nobody knows who he is, right? Or 5 people know who he is. It's the same thing with Tesla. Like Tesla put a lot of shit together. Tesla came up with a lot of great ideas, but he couldn't get them to market.
Tesla was murdered because of his ideas. It's one of the great conspiracies that Tesla was murdered by the government.
Yeah, I doubt it because
Do you?
ever watch the show? Wow, what the fuck is the name of it? The 2 guys. It was Adam and something. Mythbusters.
Yeah.
And they did from time to time some of these Tesla ideas, like things that Tesla supposedly invented, and they would put them together, and they didn't work. Like one of them was the harmonic convergence of a bridge, shit like that. So
That's in the 21st century. Back in the 20th century, it might have been more believable.
okay, I'm sort of a non-conspiracy theorist guy mostly because I think they
Theory.
because they're bullshit and they wouldn't work that way. So
Well, that's what they want you to believe, Schmuel. That's why they put the bullshit ones out like flat Earth. Like, who benefits from us believing the Earth is round when it's flat? Like, there's the follow the money is my rule. Follow the money with a conspiracy theory. If some people made a shit ton of money, it's a good chance it's true.
okay, there you go. That's
You want to
the
be on?
that's the way, look, when you get to be my age, that I want to see if you have the same view on it, because it's like so many of the things that you were told were conspiracies and stuff, like, they're not. But there you go. Unbanned Josh Daniel. People don't understand the level Melton was on when he began. He was on pace to be at the podcast level of YMH. I don't know who that is. But instead, he's in the dabbleverse, or as Schmuel puts it, he's doing's real well. That was
He's one of the OGs of podcasting. You know, it's a fair criticism. Like, yeah, you should be on top of the world. Like, if you, like you've had all the tools for the longest time. If you're that great, you would be on top of the world. It's a fair point to make. I still enjoy Melton stuff, but it's I don't think he's the best in the world either.
no. And I don't think he. The sound again. I don't think he. Look, I'm not saying the best in the world, but he's maximized his abilities. Right. That's my thing. You're not your mom's house with Tom Segura. All right. I got it. And that may be true. And this may be a failure, but in the podcasting world, he's doing okay. I mean, money wise, right?
Hell of a failure. Like, credit to him. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like he's a failure. But the point being made was he's been in the game for so long. He got the jump start on everyone. There was an opportunity to be the biggest thing in the world. It's a fair thing to discuss.
Shades Cal 521. There's a channel that did a really good job at talking about Peak Patrick and Peak Red Bar. It was about their individual strengths and conflicts with one another. Interesting. Brock says Melton's success is only recent, and in the past, there was a long gap where he was toiling away in obscurity. I don't know that toiling. He was in Australia. He was in Europe, right? Is that toiling away, or is that perfecting your craft? I mean,
I think there's something to be said for, like, a man's got to know his limitations. And I think accepting your lot in life and saying, okay, I'm about this level, but I've got other skills. I can do other things. Like, Tommy Jordan noticed the fly in here, and I don't know where my fly spray is, but anyway, it's fucking annoying the shit out of me. Yeah, understanding that this is my level and there's other things you can do to make money. Like, you've got other skills, etc. So, yeah, I wouldn't underestimate how much money Melton's made doing other things, i.e. Super Tip obviously is new, but I think there's other little business deals that he's done over the years that have helped him make a bit of coin.
hold on. This is actually Peanut Butter, who asks a lot of questions but has never super chatted, who I lost his question. He said, he asked if, as a native New Yorker, do I think Mersch was a successful New Yorker? People who wind up in Lakeland, Florida, generally are not. But there's that.
Okay.
The view of him up here. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Aussie.
No, sorry. I just wanted to tag on that. To end up in the dabbleverse, like, I think that's the point overall with Melton and all that. Like, if you're in the dabbleverse, how well are things going? Like, I know Cameo was huge in radio, one of the all time greats, but like, how big is WABC if, like, dabbleverse Cameo is such a popular figure on there?
So what are you comparing?
I'm saying the
being in the dabbleverse to Mersh's, or I'm sorry.
I'm saying the dabbleverse is not an up move in your career if you've already had success, I guess. Like for me or you, yeah, of course it's an up move because none of these people knew who we were before. I think if your career is on an upward trajectory, Jesus Christ, and you're not a nobody, you're probably better than the dabbleverse, right?
Yeah, I look. I think that with Kumia, this he enjoys it. That's
Sure.
that's what I've thought about it, and
But
he's
I
not
think
real.
Jay Gomez and that enjoy it, but they don't want to be knee deep in it.
Yeah, but Kumi is a lot older, and it's the stuttering John stuff. It was the Opie stuff. It was the shit that he knew. Maybe it'll be different in a few years with Lewis or somebody else when it's the people that they grew up with, so to speak, who are failing. So you know, and look, I don't know how to say it, but stuttering John he's interesting, right? Say anything you want about him is he's interesting. It is amazing how that guy can go from where he was to where he is, or from where he was to where he got to where he is. It is amazing to me, and I love listening to him and his rationalizations of stuff and his comparisons. Uh, they're hilarious.
Yeah, he's one of the great falling upwards stories in history. Like, and we are seeing the effects of like the Howard Stern effect now because I was obviously not a Howard Stern guy. Like I was never watching Howard Stern, and I just listening to Howard Stern, and I discovered Opie and Anthony, and they were obviously always shit talking Howard Stern. So my introduction to Howard Stern was through the Dabbleverse, and seeing all these characters now, like Grillo, Casey Armstrong, obviously Stuttering John, like, oh, what's
Oops.
that? You gotta take
That's
pills.
my reminder by supertip.gg
USOA.
/Buckman
Rover in the chat. I got excited. I got wet when I saw Rover
or Venmo at Schmuel_Buckman.
at that. Sorry, at Sussy guy on my PayPal. If you wanna go direct.
I'll allow you to do that. By the way, I understand that Mersh is shitting on me live.
Oh, let's go check it out.
There's that. I'll watch it later. The thing with Mersh is I think he goes on Rumble, and so I don't
Yeah.
if he knew, I don't know that I would be. It'd be like having Gino on, be taking a big risk.
Gosh, I wouldn't. I mean, Mersh is.
No, he's not going to do it on purpose. It's just that he's on Rumble, so he doesn't have to worry about it, and he's not going to.
Yeah, I get it. The words specifically aren't going to get you taken down. Like you do have a little bit of freedom with the words you use. Do you want me to say the N word right now? I'll do it.
A little bit.
I'll put the hard R.
We don't say we don't say the N word on here, not because of YouTube or anything, but because of me.
It's the wrong thing to do.
I am not I'm not a fan of it, and mostly I'm not a fan of it because I think it's like low hanging fruit. Big W13. It also has to do with the nature of those shows who interacted with the chat and met with fans, and that makes a lot of difference.
The final boss puts those up, doesn't he? Is that who does that?
What's
Oh,
that?
yeah?
No, I put that up.
Oh, you put that up. So why do you take it down before I can read it? I want to make sure.
I could. Here's the story, man.
all the
It
time.
is in the regular chat, and they are moving too quickly. And I put it in, and then it goes up, and my mouse scroll wheel is not working, so I can't get back down to it. And then when I start looking, they're moving, and I can't come back.
Yes, Keanu. Yes, Kiki. I can't find my fire spray. All right. Yes, a fly landed on my head. It's very embarrassing. Been buzzing around my head the whole fucking show. You're lucky I haven't lost my mind, Schmuel.
It's a fly buzzing around your head. I haven't noticed, because I'm listening. I'm enthralled by your voice and your words. So what you look like is not mattering to me. But
Hey,
I'm glad that Keanu is here, and I'm glad that Keanu got to bag on the Aussie guy.
Yeah, it's all,
And as
always a good time.
Cigarette Jones says, "Bing, bing, bing,
Ding, 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 ding,
bing,
ding,
bing,
ding.
bing, 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 bing."
Um,
Yeah,
hey,
and
can I
the
just
N word stuff and whatnot is, to me, it's like, again, like I said, low hanging fruit, and you know, it is 600,000 words in the English language. You could find something else.
yeah, that's true. But KB said she gets off on racial slurs, so gook.
Yeah, well, that's not going to do me any good. So, aside from the fact that I come up to her navel, so there we go there. Um, but anyway, where did we go before we were discussing the N word?
No idea.
All right, cool. Well then, no, I'm kidding. No, but look, the whole dabbleverse thing, to me, I find it very interesting, and I hate to admit it, and I'm sucked in, right? And I'm sucked into all the characters, and the shows that start, the shows that disappear. Um, I find interesting, but I also, it's like, it's also interesting to me, like, Karmic is still on, right? And I have not watched a Karmic show in months, like literal months. And then I will go, oh, Karmic is on, and I will watch, and I'll go, oh God, this is awful, for like 10 minutes. And I can't help but notice that he's got less than half the viewers that he used to have.
It's I've noticed that there's a lot to be said about how the Clippers drive the narrative in the Dabbleverse and by what they decide, like what they find interesting and clip. I was going back clipping some old Steel Toe. I wanted like some stuff from 6 months, 12 months ago, all that, and I just noticed like was just setting the narrative. Like Doom clips would go up, and like just by the title, like the way you title a clip can like just slant the way someone thinks about it going into it, whatever. But I just noticed it like that particular period of time that I was clipping from. I was like, fucking Doom is everywhere, and seems to be just like there's Doom clips on shows, and everyone's talking about the stuff that Doom clipped. And like I see it now, like you just said Karmic, I went, fuck, I forgot about Karmic. I haven't seen anything about Karmic. Now, granted, I've been a little bit out the last week or two of Dabbleverse content overall, but I can't think of the last thing I heard talked about with Karmic. Let alone, I mean, I've never watched a Karmic show stream, so it's not like I've ever did that. But like just clips and people covering Karmic and all that, like it just seems to have died off completely.
Yeah, look, there's always a question of do Clippers drive content, or are they reporting on content? And it's probably a little of both. But Karmic was a thing, man. It was new. It was interesting, right? He was losing his fucking mind on a daily basis. Now he loses his mind. It's like the same thing. It's the same thing all the time. It feels very performative. Um, there's just not much. There's just not much to it. And Keanu C. Thompson. I'm going to unsubscribe if we're not going to go back and watch The Fly.
Yeah, you get me a timestamp, I'll do it on my show on Sunday, and that's a promise. If you get me a timestamp of when it actually happened, we'll fucking break it down Sunday on United States of Australia.
Sure, we'll pull it up for you. Are you like outdoors, or is this indoors?
I'm indoors, yeah.
Well, you're in a forest. It's a question. You're wearing a jacket. It's a valid question.
My brand new upgraded studio. I shut the door and the fly was already in here. And I bought a fucking like super death, like the super death spray the other day. And but I took it up to the house because we had a fucking annoying couple of flies, and I never brought it back down. So
I didn't think they had flies in Australia.
And fuck off. It's one of the reasons we fucking our accent is like it is, because we don't like to keep our mouth open for too long.
For all the flies. Speaking of, right, you haven't heard of Karmic. You were talking about Doom. What do you think? Do you think the Clippers drive stuff, or are they reporting stuff?
To an extent. I mean, A Bubble Popper. That's right. I was blanking on his name. Doom is always lurking. Uh, yeah, Bubble Popper was basically producing this little piggy for how long? 2 months, 3 months? You know what I mean? Like they were just going to Reddit and playing all the Bubble Poppers clips. Like there's certainly a level to it. I think, like for example, WATP, like the show that they're covering that week uh, is obviously all Carl clipping. But I'm noticing a lot of segments on WATP now that are this is thanks to Doom, this is thanks to Pest, this is thanks to Stalin. Uh, yeah, like I think they definitely drive um, what people's eyes are going to.
Doom's Paya, I'm always lurking. Yeah, but look, I think that they're kind of smart. What's the like? Not smart, but sensitive to the market, right? Like, I think they jump on stuff when it's hot, right, and bring it out, and then as stuff starts to fade, they move on to something else, right? I think the issue for Carl and Carl doing clipping and whatnot, there's so many shows now. It's really time consuming.
Oh,
But
tell me about it. Like just clipping the few shows that I clip. Like it's hard to find time sometimes to go through, find exactly what you want. That's why I've been lazy lately, and I've just been fucking pulling up shows and going, oh, well, let's see what we find. You know?
yeah, I tend to my method. I listen to a lot of the stuff and I watch it, listen to it, but I don't clip it, and I don't and that's where I kind of get my thing from. And I do find it interesting sometimes to hear something that I find interesting, and then I want to see if it ventures out into the zeitgeist, and oftentimes it doesn't.
Says a
It's
lot, doesn't it? So,
the part that I heard, the part that interested me, doesn't seem to have interested other people, which is cool because then I can talk about it on here.
there you
So
go. So you pick the worst stuff, so we can.
I pick the least obvious stuff. I
Do
pick
you?
this stuff wherever. Let's see what Brock says. It's interesting the DV hosts think everything needs to be streamed live for super chat harvesting, obviously, but none of them make pre-produced video content. Very lazy.
Go to my channel, Brack. I've got fucking clips up there of I put a lot of time and effort into, and nobody gives a fuck about them.
The people, yeah, there's not a lot. It's weird. I put up some stuff, pre-produced stuff, and it doesn't get views. I mean, that's the deal. It's not. I don't think it's about super tip harvesting. For me, it's great because it means there's a time and a place that I'm streaming, right? As opposed to trying to find time and stuff to do it. And the other part is, I don't know how to edit, and I'm very self conscious talking into the camera. So if I'm live, it's like there's people looking at me, so I have to.
Yeah,
And
look, I enjoy the chat interaction. Like, I get the point. There is a lot of let's go live. We'll get money. There's a lot of that around, but the live chat aspect is really cool to have with the show and have people. Sometimes the chat will send you show off on a direction that you weren't expecting, but it's fucking great entertainment. So for me, it's not all about super chats. But yeah, like I did all these steel toe clips. People call them hypocrisy montages, and like yeah, I put a bunch of time in finding clips, fucking editing them together in the order that I wanted them, and try and tell a story with the clip. And like I think one or two of them went over 1K views. But yeah, for the most part, they're kind of like a fart in the wind. Nobody really gave a shit. It's like, oh well, keep chipping away, try and come up with something else. But if I have an idea for a clip that I like, I'm gonna do it. Like I enjoy doing it. Like I do. Have a good time editing stuff together. But at the same time, if I don't have inspiration, I'm not gonna keep forging through.
yeah. So this I have a brat. I'm gonna lose it. Hopefully I can try to save it. Hold on. I just want to make sure because it's gonna pop off and I want to be able to put it back up. I'm sorry, pal.
You want me to go back?
Brock talking about he's surprised about
Yeah,
Dabbleverse not making
hang on.
not doing. I can't get it back up. I'm sorry.
There it is.
Um,
Oh,
and this
fuck.
may be me or this may be Evie Mux, but
Definitely Evie Mux.
Brack, I will tell you, if you are in the New York area and you can help me figure out how to do that, I'm 100% down to do it. To do some filming outside and some even in real life stuff. I just don't know how to do it, and I'm really super self conscious about walking around with a camera.
And Schmuel is responding to this comment that says, I mean, like seeing you guys out in public doing real world stuff. None of you made travel vlogs in Vegas. Come on, man.
Right. And Brock, I'm with you. I would have loved to have done that. I don't know how. And when I get the like I have that Osmo Pocket 3, right, which hangs. It's great. Great mic setup, the whole bit. But I just find myself uncomfortable with having a camera on and walking around with it, and that's kind of why I don't do it. But
There is you are right. There's something funny about how it does feel more comfortable doing a live show than recording something, because you can discard anything you like that's recorded, and so it's like if you're a perfectionist or whatever, you're particularly judgy, you'll never get it right if you're recording it. Whereas if you go live, it's like, well, it's done now. Can't do anything about it. It's out there.
Tommy, I admire the fuck out of you. Why be self conscious? We're not going to live forever. I'm still not done with my Vegas story time. Just got to Friday afternoon. Story time gonna get lit.
It did actually. Oh, we're 15 minutes from Friday afternoon, actually, Tommy. But
Tommy did. He did great. Yeah. I'm sorry that I get the bounce back on the sound, and it's a little bit. Anyway, Tommy is amazing with that stuff, like his streaming and whatnot. And I know I love when people like they complain about Tommy and he's always streaming and he's doing this, but his shit is great, and I enjoy it, and I enjoyed like his thing in Vegas with Ralph. Perfect, like perfect time. It was a great job. But I also think my wife would shoot me. So there is that.
I don't really I goof on Tommy for fun. Yeah, and I shit on him pretty hard after the Rodney's thing, but I don't really know enough about Tommy to really have an opinion yet. I think he's a bit of a lovable goofball, but he's also a goofball. So there's that.
Yeah, and he's very different in person. He's like
glad you
I found it really hard to stream with him because it's so fucking scattered and all that shit. But like in person, it's like, oh, you actually have a conversation with this guy. I thought for sure I was not going to be able to communicate with him. And look, he did pull one of the great ones, or the talking to Carl in Atlantic City.
Oh, making him look like a cunt. Yeah, well done, Tommy. Hey, that's what we all wanted.
He really did. And I don't know that Carl is that way, but he can certainly come across as a cunt. Like, and look, as much as I think that these guys, I think there's a certain group of those guys that look down on people. Moody is here. Sad Moody. Dean, change your speaker output on EVMux to Rodecaster chat instead of Rodecaster stereo on EVMux. Learn about Mix Minus, you knob.
Yeah, thanks. Where do I do that? You can send that to me at Super. Oh wait, you can do it for free. But I don't know how to do that.
Super chat that one to us, Moody, to show us you really care.
I'm gonna. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. All right. I'm sorry, my fucking audio sucks. I suck.
Well, this may be the thing. You may have been complaining about EVMux all this time, but it's really user error.
Well, I'm not silent today, though, am I? Like I was the other day.
So, Moody, I saw Moody at Hackamania, and I had much more interaction with him at Hackamania 2 than 3. But
Because he had to fucking carry the big fat hunchback, didn't
I
he?
think he was carrying the hunchback. And they also had places to hide here. So that was, they had a curtain they could go behind instead of having to stand out there with us schmucks.
I just changed something. Did that change anything?
So far sounds good.
Does it sound better than it was before?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
Moody.
Moody, you're the best.
I can't fucking hear that, by the way. He says this is why it's echoing. I don't know that. All I know is Schmuel goes, oh, it just echoed again. And then leaves it alone for fucking ever. Anyway.
What am
I'm
I
not
supposed to
taking
do?
fucking
What would you like me to
responsibility.
do from here?
I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. We fixed it. Thanks, it's Moody. Thanks, Moody.
Rudy Rudy Baga. Kind of funny to call Tommy the king of the tired verse when he's so high energy. But hey, who am I to say, right? Yeah, Tommy was labeled king of the tired verse earlier this evening by the Mean Girls.
I need to address Pest in the chat. Dean, just let it go. It's time to shave off those 5 hairs. Pest, when my wife says time to shave your head, we shave my head. That's what I've been doing. So yeah, we're probably about due. I'll let you know, Pest, when she actually, how long it takes for her to say time to shave your head.
I like yes, thank you. And your opinion of Moody? Have you ever met Moody?
I love Moody. Like, no, I've never met Moody IRL. Moody's fucking been so good to me and has helped me out so much. Yeah, I love
So
Moody.
I feel like I annoy Moody, but I really like Moody. He's a good guy, and we did have a little back and forth over the Brian Landon thing. But nuance is my dabbleverse word because we lack it here, and I was agreeing with him, but I was busting his balls because I was like, the reason why I didn't think he should have struck Landon was only because it made Patrick look bad, not
I know
because
that's not Moody's responsibility.
it isn't, but you're so closely allied with the guy. You have to at least be aware that that's going to happen.
Like, but the amount I come on your stream is similar to how much Moody goes on NLO. Like, do I have a responsibility for you now because I've been on your show a few times?
No, but you didn't invent. We didn't invent super tips together. I don't in my chat always go Moody fix that. I
But
don't
Moody,
host a show with Moody. No one would know you, right? No one would know Moody if it weren't for Melton. I mean, seriously, come on.
but there's also a lot of stuff that Melton says on stream that isn't exactly great for super tip that Moody doesn't go out of his way to say who. I mean, maybe he does privately, but he doesn't make a public point of, you know what I mean, calling Patrick out on it. Whereas, like,
Well,
that's not great for the company that you just said that or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, these guys, Moody says it's not illegal to be wrong, Schmuel. You're okay. I was told I was wrong. So there you go. These guys think I'm wrong. There were quite a number of people that thought I was right.
Who
So,
are they?
so
Name.
there it is. And I wasn't, I just explained what I thought, not whether or not I wasn't looking for approval. I just was saying what I thought.
What about
And
like, would you want like panhandlers' behavior? Would you want to take responsibility for panhandlers' behavior?
no, but I have taken responsibility for Sarah's, and now the noise is back.
That's silly. It's back, is it?
Yeah.
Moody didn't fix anything. Fuck Moody then.
Peanut
talk-
Butter 66. Some DV conspiracies suggest that Tommy is actually Buckman from the past, and that's why he has a DeLorean in storage somewhere in Yonkers. Anything is possible. But we were in Atlantic City, and Cookie met Tommy, and I was sitting nearby, and I thought it was just going to be a hi, hello, how are you? And 10, 15 minutes goes by. I'm hearing laughter, and they know each other. So, like, they know the families and all this other stuff. So,
It's starting to sound like a porn video that Aaron Imholt would watch.
Standing with their clothes. Aaron would watch a porn video with a man and a woman standing fully clothed in a casino. Yes.
Yes, and Cookie didn't fuck anyone else. It's fine.
There
was
you
it?
go. Nah, Cookie is I told the other night they were asking me how long it took me to seal the deal with Cookie, and it was a good 6 months at least.
Wow.
And Lady KB was blown away by that. So there you go.
How long it took her to get used to swallowing her vomit?
Ah, poor Cookie. Poor Cookie.
That
You
wasn't
know,
bad, right? That's pretty
It's
good.
like it took a long time. Hey, the one pun is here.
You met him, I assume, in Vegas.
Met him in Vegas too. He came with Quadfather.
Oh, well done.
So if not for one pun, there would have been no Quadfather.
Salute you, one
know.
pun. That's a big undertaking. Who is Kurt Reynolds? Stop fucking lying to me, by the way.
Aussie got your hands.
Doing
Kurt
it all-
Reynolds is not he's a regular chatter but not frequent, and he
very uncomfortable sexual comments.
I think he really does like you, so because he's always asking when you're going to be on, and that the Aussie guy should do more shows and we should see more of the Aussie guy. So I
coming
don't
on
know.
very strong in the chat today. So.
Maybe Kurt is really Guru One. Dabbling Down Under was in here, and Dabbling Down Under, they're trying to get the orange out there, right? And he's been in hiding. So I've offered him to come on, NJ Ranger, other people, and he can't seem to schedule it.
We'll see. We'll see what he's got. I think he's a different animal, the orange puppet. I want to see more. I think we all want to see more.
Yeah, I'd like to see more. I mean, he was on my show in the when he first was streaming and stuff, right? And it was funny because it was like I was talking to you about what he wanted to do, and we were going through stuff, and he was like, he wanted to just come on and riff, and it was fine. I thought it was great. You did not think so much.
It was James Hetfield level riffing.
And other guys, but it was pretty wild. So, but yeah, that's the and then I said this earlier tonight. It's like you're big timing. You're big. I'm like whenever somebody new is around, I try to have them on to come.
Yeah,
on
you don't big time. That's just you. It's like
I'm an asshole. Man, I'm just
on and we'll just talk shit. And if they don't talk good shit, then you crack the shits with them.
well, I'm not there to make the I'm like I'm bringing you on. This is what I do, right?
You're giving them an opportunity. Yeah,
I'm giving them an opportunity. Show me what I suck. Show me that you don't. Show me why they should watch you and not me. I don't see a problem with that. So
I love it. Sure.
but there we go. And hey, look, the people seem to like it. That's what's important. Any thoughts on the Rob back in the dabbleverse thing?
Like, all right, you went and fucking got sober. Congratulations. It's not a fucking personality. You know? And then we're all gonna say, oh, congratulations, Rob, you got sober. Cool. I'm a drunk, but I'm not a cunt either. Wow. Whatever. I find Rob boring. He's not interesting at all. So, meh. And you're the fucking AA guy, or like the recovery guy. You're gonna have another one fucking barging in on your territory. You should be cease and desisting Rob Saul, to be honest.
I don't care. I honestly don't. And look, it's 90 days. I mean, I know how this is gonna go, right? So you just got to let it play out. And
He's gonna be hammered on a stream, calling everyone a cunt I'd say within a month.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be a month, but so the process though is what happens is the guy goes and gets sober. Any guy, they go and they get sober, and what happens is they come back, and for a period of time, everybody's cheering them and telling them how great they are, all that stuff. It's natural, but then it ends, and then it's like, well, what do you do then? You know, and so that's that's when I'm around for him. I've told him if I can help him in any way, just to give me a buzz. Um, but I don't know that engaging in all this shit with Stuttering John and whatnot is the greatest idea. But
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. I'm not saying Stuttering John is what sent him off the rails, but you know, getting heavily criticized in the dabbleverse did seem to be a pretty like big impact on his mental health and diving deeper into drugs and alcohol. You know,
yeah,
not a great idea.
I mean, but I mean, who know? Who knows? It's like, but all I know is like, I've seen this process a million times, and then what happens with these guys is they go back out, and then they get sober again, and then they get the cheers and stuff, and then they go back out to get the cheers again. But by the third time they're coming back, there ain't so many cheers. You know?
Right. You sound like you're talking about Kiki on Point Double Point.
Oh, really? Is that what I?
Well, how many times is like we had that arc with Kiki and Stuttering John? At least twice, where Kiki's gone on Point Double Point to shit talk John, and then go back be friends, and then it ends, and then she goes back to talk shit about John. You know, I think that's happened at least two, maybe three times. You know?
Yeah. I. Do you think she got suckered in, or do you think she was, liked the attention?
What do you think? What do you think? I think, Schmuel.
I think you think she likes the attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, I, I I agree. I agree. And look, if she seemed to be able to do those shows without Gino yelling in the background. So, that was always a positive.
That's what's kind of like the funniest to me is Kiki takes this shit way better than Gino does. And I know Gino will say, "You don't know my real life," but like the way he fucking flips out on streams and just makes himself look like an idiot. It's like, you're not handling this well, dude. Like, you were in a little cocoon for however many years he was at Compound, where the boss protected him from reality, and now he's seeing reality is not handling it well.
No, he's not handling it well. He very much is. It's very much a Stuttering John, right? They think there's still something.
Gino was never anything though. That's the worst part.
Yeah, I agree. But Gino thought he was something. But that's the, I was John something. I don't really know. I don't like. When you look at John, really, his getting the Tonight Show gig was a big thing. He wasn't making money before. Then he got the Tonight Show gig. He got a big contract, right? As soon as that contract ended, he went back down to sort of normal levels of pay. And so it's like, was he really anything, right? And all the stories, the rumors are that Leno did it to fuck with Stern.
And Leno doesn't fire people.
Say that again.
And Leno doesn't fire people either, apparently, except that black guy that was working there for a while that only lasted a year. But
no, but that black guy actually talked about. But that black guy actually talked about that. And he was getting. I don't know where I heard the interview, but basically, what's happening with the black guy was he was getting Stuttering John at the same time, which was they sort of kept taking away duties, and that guy was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to go someplace else," and he's done very well since he left.
No, the story I heard is he was there for like a year, and then he was told there was no position available. Now, I don't think he was necessarily a full-blown employee. Maybe it was like some sort of bit contract or whatever. But he wasn't even allowed to meet Obama. He got told to stay in his office. He was on WATP. He got told to stay in his office when Obama came in, or was it Michelle Obama, whichever one. And yeah, he wasn't allowed to go meet her or anything. Meanwhile, Stuttering John is swearing and shit in the hallways, and Leno had to reprimand him. But yeah, anyway, point being, you're right. That's the story that Leno wanted to fuck with Stern. That's why he hired John. And it's the biggest mistake John ever made. He talks about Jackie's mistakes. He should never have gone to the Tonight Show. He could have bargained maybe another 20, 30 grand a year out of the Stern Show. And then his like weekend stuff, like comedy gigs, all of that, he could have got himself up to like, 200 grand, 250 grand a year. And he'd still be there today. He'd still be there because he's goofable to the end, you know?
Yeah, and he was making big bucks with those comedy shows, right? With the Stuttering John thing, and he was never really a comic. He would go and he would do Stern stuff, show videos, shit like that, and then the comics would come out, and but John was never really John. He didn't work his way up, as they say.
Pay his dues.
He wasn't, yeah, and here's an interesting question from Lady KB. Have you ever punched a kangaroo, Dean?
It'd be fucking insane to try. Those fucking legs are powerful. If they kick you, you're fucked. And the only way you can get close enough to punch them is when their legs are close enough to kick the fuck out of you.
They rip you up, right, when they kick you? Do they have
Oh,
sharp?
they got claws, yeah. They got sharp claws, and yeah, powerful as fuck legs because they can balance on their tail and just fucking boot the fuck out of you.
I just remember seeing them when I was there, and look, I'm some fucking muscly ass legs, you know. So
We were at a golf. They love golf courses for some reason, and I'd hit off like over the green and like down the back into the trees, and there was like a family of kangaroos, a whole bunch of them. And as I started walking over there, like they started fucking hissing and carrying on. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grab a new ball out the bag and take a drop because I ain't going in there. They seem angry.
yeah, I would skip it, give up the ball for it, you know. I wasn't afraid of them, but I wasn't going near them either.
And they're not out to harm you, but if you fuck with them, they'll harm you.
Yeah, I just I didn't know, wasn't one didn't want to find out, and so, but I think the closest, I think it was the Blue Mountains was where the closest I came to one of them. So, but who knows? All right, we have 96 people. I need to get going, so let's hang out for 15 minutes or so. Or if you'd like to go live, we could send them over there. Oh, look at this. It's Don Jr.'s Weird Seeing Animal, more Jack than you. But we only put Don Jr.'s up because we have a budding relationship between Don and Genta.
Oh yeah, I saw that going on.
We want to keep that. We want to keep that going. And
Garrett is a hack. Now we got to keep going another hour. Now he's we're fucking sticking fat.
for all I know, Genta might be out sleeping.
In the chat.
Thank you, Unbanned Josh Jenny fan. This was maybe the worst stream of the year so far, Schmuel. No more guests. You got the first half, Josh, and what else was I gonna say? This is like the thing that you say every night. So it's like every night is the worst show. But I'm actually glad you're here. Australia doesn't exist from Ice Dancer.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, I don't know what landmass I'm living on, but they tell me it's Australia. So that's all I know for a fact.
Yeah, and it's wild when you get there and figure and see how big it is and how big it is and how it's so sparsely populated. You know that it's all in that one area. All right, so I just want to run through a few things here just to make sure. So we talked about Eckel. We talked about Eckel and Rucci, right? Not much dork Haley talk because of you're not really up on it. But
Give me the
bottom
cliff
line, what happened is Haley, Penny ran up to Scarlett, and sat down next to her, and she wanted to help her, are you okay? That stuff. Haley commented on it, and then Dork went off on the comment, and it went past. He was claiming that Haley was adopting Ralph's attitude towards it, but um, it was very consistent with what Haley had been saying all along, and then it got into Haley's looks, and Haley wanted to keep them down, and it got a wee bit out of hand. So then Haley did a 5-hour show, where I think one can say that she did hand Dork his ass. So there we go with that.
You know what would be great? You and the big dork on a stream together. Just you two. I reckon you guys could do a 5-hour stream and spend 2 hours talking.
Yeah, I think that's what it would be like, right? I think that's what it would be like. Dork was mad at me because he said that I big timed him in Vegas, which didn't happen.
I believe it. I believe it, big dork. I'm on your side on that one.
I know, but it's really funny though. It was one of the most embarrassing things in my life was Penny is hugging me. Dork is standing there, and she said something like, "If anything happened to Big Dork, Schmuel would be the person she would be with," or like I was her hall pass or something. And I was like, "Oh, great, thank you." You know, um, as you're hugging me. Yeah, look, man. They're
still
doing
with
they're
some
doing what a lot of people do. They're trying to. It seems like they're trying to start beefs to make. They say they're not, but it feels like they're trying to start beefs to get attention. So
Yeah, that's what I just said. They've come in hot with beefs. Like just off the top of my head, I don't know anything about them, but off the top of my head, I know JMO. There was a fucking beef with JMO. Oh, Chad Zumok, of course, first. The big phone call and all that. Then JMO. Now we got fucking Haley. Who's next, Schmuel? They going to come after me?
I don't know. They came after me mildly, but then I killed them with kindness. But I don't. I have a feeling after tonight, or yesterday and today, that's not going to be great. But because I Darren keeps saying he's being honest. He says, "Oh, I'm just honest, and people don't understand what I'm saying." And I'm like, I don't. I think that you know what you're doing. And he did say on BYB when I asked him, I said, "Look, you said you had a beef with me." And he's like, "Well, some stuff does get, gets a little exaggerated for the dabbleverse." So I think Dork knows what he's doing. I think there's a notion out there that the Dork is this poor guy who's just having to control and watch out for the things Penny
Crazy
does.
wife.
Yeah, and I think he's fully aware of what he's doing.
What did
so-
JMO say? JMO said she looks like a woman that gives what, a firm but loving or caring hand job.
I don't know what I don't even know what that was about. I knew
she
that.
does look like that, by the way. I think she does look like she gives a firm but caring hand job. I think it was a fair assessment from JMO.
Yeah, it really pissed her off. I'll tell you that. Like I was in Vegas, she's like, it touched a button with her, and oh man, it really did. Schmuel can't figure out why a guy took the side of his own wife, not the side of a streamer, who gets enough views for Schmuel to respect. There you go. No, that's not. You're missing the point, Josh, Denny fan. But that's the not it. What I am wondering is some of this created. Is it a created beef as opposed to like an organic thing? But I felt like the going after Haley for her looks and that stuff and the filters and whatnot, and for her curating her character. Or her presence was pretty brutal.
Do you know? I want to know what I found funny about all that is when said picture in question, like the whole filter talk and all that. The question of the picture of you and Haley that you posted. when I saw that, the first time I saw that, I went, "Ooh, did Haley give permission for that to go up?" And then it next thing I know, next minute, there's all this controversy about this picture of Haley that she told you to take down and da da da. It's very funny. I have a wife that deletes 400 out of 430 pictures. I know what it's like, and yeah, I spotted on that one. I think Haley's a sexy beast, but that wasn't one of her finest. Got to be honest.
You know, I normally assume anybody that's in a picture with me is going to look great by comparison. Um, but she didn't tell me to take it down. She told me not to put it up.
Well,
That's the that's the right as soon as mommy took that picture, she was like, "Oh wait, let me see that." And so you know, that's where it went. And then there's the mystery of what happened to the picture. And so and then Dang Lizard took his picture down of Haley today. So Chow is now, you know, Haley fostered another one to take it down. And uh, Deng felt that all the piling on of Haley, that's why he took his down, not because of anybody forcing him or whatever. But hey, look, it's a great narrative. Go for it.
we can all take a shitty. I mean, I can take all the shitty pics all day, but of myself. But everyone can get a bad angle, bad whatever. Like someone said, one pun said, "I was right there when the pic was taken. It was low angle." You don't want to do that. Never want low angle. But yeah, every fucking gorgeous woman in the world has one pic where you go, "Wait, what's going on there?" That's not great. Like Haley's a hottie. Come on, we'd all smash. Stop it.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you met her in person, you definitely would.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very fine young lady. And but I, you know, and it's like the thing with Cookie all the time. It was like you said about your own. Cookie is the same thing. Don't put that picture up, you know. And like I take pictures and I'm like, wow, you look great, and she'll be like, I look terrible. Don't put that picture up, you know. And
I get mad about having to take the picture. I was like, why are you wasting my time? Why did I just hit that button fucking 8 times, hoping that one of them would be okay, and you delete all of them? Get fucked. I'm not being a cameraman anymore.
well, first of all, I'm always taking pictures of her because I just like to take pictures of her. But I always, whenever I get asked like to take pictures, like if we're at a wedding and the girls are lined up to take a picture, I will take 15 of them. You know, because that way I figure they can find one in there that they like. You know, and I do it quick too. Not like I hate when they ask somebody, "Oh, did you take a picture?" and the guy is like, you know, like they're Annie Leibovitz and they're going for this great picture. Just fucking hit the button. Apple knows how to do it.
Climbing a tree to get the right angle. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I wonder. I guess Mersh went after Tommy and Haley, but Tommy to check the filters. He asked AI to check the filters, and I have to wonder what the navigate like not navigation the native settings are like. Is there a native filter that's already set like that you don't change? You know,
Oh,
I'm-
right. I thought you meant if like you came to Australia, there was like an Aboriginal filter or something like that. You know.
Abocam. No, no, and
Hey, Moody,
Ja-
was that a frame rate joke, by the way? I take 30 shitty pics a second.
I didn't.
Right,
Yeah, this
okay.
is what's happening. I'm missing the chat.
Wait, 'cause I'm so interesting. You just want to talk to me.
I know. Well, that's what I do. Peanut Butter 66. When I first met Buck and Cookie, I was in awe of Cookie's magnificence. So much. Well, I got to put this up. Well, I can't wait to see how this ends. You know, when I first met Buck and Cookie, I was in awe of Cookie's magnificence. So much so my jaw dropped. Buckman smiled and said to me, 10K, 1 hour. Then he said, green is for the money. Gold is for the honey. Ding, ding, ding. And Gentle Loves, women are different. We stress over pictures. I have always stressed over pictures. We'd never wanted a picture taken of me. And I always laughed, like with my wife, she fits into, she's like the camera loves her, you know? And me, I'm not horrible looking in person, but on camera, holy cow, I look like shit. All right, Tommy, this is going to be quick because Daddy's got to go to bed.
Oh, Daddy's
up,
got to go
bro?
to bed. What's up,
Turn
guys?
it
What's
down,
up?
turn it down, turn it down. You're blowing our ears out.
Sorry. I pulled a Buckman on a Buckman. Is that better?
Usually you can't hear me.
Check. Is
Yeah,
that good?
much better. All right, you're
Okay,
cool.
okay. Sorry about that. What's up, guys?
Cool.
Oh, Tommy. First time, long time.
Yeah, Aussie. How you doing, bro?
Not bad, man. Not bad.
Yeah, that fly that flew on your face was crazy. I'm definitely gonna clip that. No.
Clipper, send it to me. I do want to break it down. I want to cover
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh, it's getting broken down. I know you want to break it down like you really want to just kill the fly. Is what you're probably trying to say, right?
Okay.
Like you want to break it down. Did you get him?
No, he just did. There must have been a slight crack somewhere that he could sneak out.
I say
I call-
Buck's dressing. I want to put this Buck's dressing over that pick. Yeah. I'm
Did you release that pic? You didn't really explain that well. You just mentioned that like it got out.
because the people that want an explanation are not worthy of one.
Oh,
So
so to you, the picture getting out is kind of like the Jewish thing.
There
You're
we
not
go.
touching on it. That's what's going on.
I don't touch it. There's a lot of shit I don't touch on.
Oh,
But I ain't touching.
MGD is not one of them. Am I right?
I ain't touching. The pun. I was the native filter with Buck. Oh, there we go.
I gotta send Pun some Venmo money, but the longer the show goes on, the longer Pun has to wait for me to send him the money that I owe him. So sorry, Pun.
I just
Coming
like
soon. Coming
going-
soon.
going to a pointless chat because he was
You'll wait.
with the Tommy direction Tommy was taking it. Turn the screws, Tommy. You've got him. You've got him on the back foot. Turn the screws.
I don't know what
I
you're
was
talking.
no. I
What is he
didn't.
talking about?
I didn't.
Oh yeah. Oh, if he doesn't want to touch on it, I'm not touching it.
I
But you
just
know what I
think
do want to touch on real quick?
What's
Ellie?
that?
It's cool with
Tommy?
you, Buckman. Can I show you a
What?
few things I got from Hackamania?
No, I don't want to.
You don't care about that?
But I do. What
You're
I,
over
what I
it?
do. No, what I do want to do is I wanted to
just
go
got
into
Buck.
how
I
did
just
you
got
feel
Buck.
about being a life
Oh.
form? That's what I want to know.
Oh yeah, life forms. That's what we were talking
I
about.
got no. I don't want to talk about that. He's like, let's
Why?
talk. He's like, no,
Why don't you
show
want
me
to
your
talk about
photo.
it? Because you don't want to give them any attention, or because you've got Dan's glasses on, or
Dan got the W. Dan made me feel. Let's give him the rare W. I don't really want to talk about it. I want to show you FUD like souvenirs. You're like, let's talk about life form. Come on, bro.
I wanted you to rip on them.
They went a little
bit,
too
but, you
far.
know,
They went a little
whatever
too
it
far,
is.
but you
Did
know,
Lim-
by any
yeah.
means necessary, they got the W. But I do got to give a shout out where it's due. Dan and Chow did at the end of the show. They're like real dudes. They brought it back around, so they could troll me as much as they want. I could be a life form all day. That's all good.
All right.
That's not what we had a problem
did,
about.
So they did what they do, right?
Yeah, they do what they
shit
do.
on you, and then it's like, oh no, we're really
There's some good advice
sorry,
in there
we
though,
didn't
so
know."
I don't really mind the critiques. I try taking the good advice.
Cool.
It's just like sometimes I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it. I want to show you souvenirs. The fuck.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
a bit.
look. We're here
Sad
for a
Moody.
fun time.
Tommy, if you shaved, how will we know where your jaw is?
I did shave. Do I got a mock for Moody right now?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got a mog for Moody.
To the profile.
All right, Tommy, how did you think people treated you at Hackamania?
Amazing. Oh my God. I didn't mean one bad person out there. Even I got to give a shout out to Moody. He was shaking and moving out there, doing his thing, and he was very like great to meet. Moody. He was very approachable, very nice. Melton too. Everybody out there. It was great. I had the greatest time. It felt like summer camp or something, you know. I miss everybody. I miss my roommate Dave Sarra. Anyway, I'm here to show you souvenirs.
I know, but
Yeah.
I
I got
got
to
you.
go, Buckman. If you're not gonna do what I want to do on your show, then I'm not gonna be a part of it.
I
This is
know,
my show
I
when
know.
I'm
I'm
on
just-
it. Come on,
I'm-
baby. Look at these
I'm-
souvenirs.
I'm running out of steam.
Yeah. Goodbye, chat.
Brock, I've
Get
heard
outta
Moody
here.
largely
Oh, wait.
carried the event on his back. 100%. 100%. That is about the third or fourth failed Tommy Jordan appearance on Schmuel. And I think
Well, there
Moody
was
did.
a time you threw him out
carry
because
the-
it was a cup of coffee. You were big timing him then, saying,
I was
Right?
annoyed by the filter.
I know, but then you have Eckel on. Is that filter not annoy you? Cardiff?
No, because I knew Eccles was coming on with the filter, and Eccles is a filter, and we
He's
were
a
talking.
He-
Sad Moody. Wait, I got. Oh, there we go. Schmuel is so old he runs on Steam. Pick up a pen, Moody. Pick up a pen.
He's got a keyboard.
So is what do you call it? It's a shame you guys can't come to the May 2nd Rodney's event.
As in me. What?
Yeah, May 2nd. Are you You don't know about Rodney's May 2nd?
Yeah, in fact, what is it?
The second Rodney's event.
Kevin, Levy, and Chad? So who's
And Ray, apparently.
and Ray. Oh wow.
And Ray.
Well, now I want to go.
Yeah, I was in one of those private chats with Ray, and Ray was trying to bag on me. And then he mentioned that he was the headliner. Somebody made a poster with him being the headliner. And I was like, oh, does this mean we have compulsory standing ovations for you like we did at Hackamania 1? Dude, I can't tell if he's joking or not. It was rude to talk about his father. I can understand, but Tommy stays so consistent as that character. So there we go. They were talking about all it was brutal. It was just a lot of shit about it was one of those things like, oh, they're fatherless, and he was like, oh, Tommy, I can tell he's from a single mother. It was bullshit, you know. It was just crap. But there we go, and that is Moody. Moody, I would stay on if you wanted the link, and because that would be a big coup for me. I've never had Moody on. I think Moody tolerates me, like when I talk to him in person, but that's about it.
Everyone tolerates you, Schmuel. That's
Well, he fucking, I sent him messages about super tips as I've had it, and he never got back to me. So, there was that. And
I got first class service until it went public, and then he's like, "You're on your own now."
I'm just kidding. And it's supertip.gg/Buckman. Or if you're feeling,
USOA. I've
you
not
can
made it.
USOA too.
Shit.
And Moody, I'm good. Not at my computer right now.
Just walked away from it. He's at his computer
I've
all
stepped
the time.
I've stepped away from it. And you never sent me any messages worth replying to.
Yes.
There you go. No, I didn't really. I didn't want to bother the guy, and the channel was so small at the time. I heard the story about Soft Weekly, like begging and bugging them to get on, and then he had it, and like it was 90 days, I think, at that point, and he hadn't gotten $1 on it, but he'd been breaking their balls for so long to get it, so I wasn't going to do the same thing.
Well, I think it was more than just that. Like, he begged and begged for it and then didn't use it. Like, not that he hadn't got $1. Like, if no one's donating, that's one thing. He hadn't done a live stream and used it at all. That was, I think, more the beef.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't. I will tell the story. I met Soft at Vegas, right? Or in Vegas, and I'm hearing the bounce back noise again. But he talked to me, and he was telling me all about hoping that I wasn't offended, that he had done this with me, and used my voice, and just all sorts of stuff. And I had no fucking idea what he was talking about. And $2 from the One Pun Buck. Great to see you at Hack. Thanks for the stogie. You're welcome, my friend. I supplied One Pun and David Chandler with cigars. But it was wild. Like, I don't know the guy. And the only time I've seen him on stream, he was so drunk that he like grabbed his mouth at one point and went, "I gotta go," and ran off the stream. So there was that. And oh, look at who's joining us.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave. You're muted. You know that, right? Okay. So now I'm going to get Brennan going. He's doing a 3-hour and 20-minute stream.
Yo,
More,
can you hear me?
morons. Yeah, not great.
Okay, is it not? It's not loud enough. 1 second.
No,
Sounds
it's like
standing next to a highway.
I'll let the professional describe it.
Yeah, it sounds like you're standing next to a highway, like cars are driving past or something. Do you have a fan or aircon on or something?
We're waiting for you, Mr. Sarah.
Are we? Well, can't you read the
Oh,
comment?
okay, all right. Be nice 66. Tommy was on a warpath. Yeah, you got hit. Buck, thanks for tolerating my BS. I never tip.
Wow.
And Peanut Butter, if I met you, I don't remember who you are, so I'm sorry. That's my. There's just too many fucking people with too many names. You know, it's like if you had a regular name, I would I remembered it, or if I'd heard it before. But there were people that were, I knew Tracy because I'd met her from last year, and somebody kept asking about Tracy fucking Hollywood, and I'm like, that's got. Is there any other like I didn't make the connection that was her.
It's definitely the Buckman effect. I've watched Dave Sarra's streams. I've tuned in live.
Yes, you have.
And he's never had these kind of issues. It is the Buckman effect, right, Sarah?
I don't know. I always have these kind of issues. It's like there's a lot of settings. Like I turn off all the settings when I'm on OBS. So it's just, and I'm on push to talk too usually because of the fans and the right next to the computer and shit. So
I'm actually.
how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, pal. Hold on 1 second. I thought there was something funny here. If I could find it. Genta loves. Come on, Genta. Jesus Christ. My scroll button is not working. But anyway, Tommy Jordan says, roomy. Dave said it was Dave sign language. And I was thinking you probably know more sign language than Joey C. Now you're blurry. And there we go. It's so funny. Frank, I figured to do some little chat before we go. Normally what I do is I let the guests go and then I do the last 15 minutes with the chat. But tonight I'm not going to make that. So I will do it on here if I could find it. But Frank always sends me things and telling me that I take this. Do I know that I take this way more seriously than KB? And that's Frank's nightly. KB is better than you chat. So I wanted to put that up.
But you don't take it more seriously than Chow and Dan.
Oh no,
They take it very seriously.
very seriously.
But I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, and you know what? Now I actually agree that they can get mad at you or whoever else for taking things too seriously because they literally know. It's like the N-word. They can say it. They can say it.
They own anger, or whatever the hell the word, seriousness. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean they don't own it, but it's like, you know, I'm able to tell the difference between good cocaine and bad cocaine. I'm not so sure Schmuel can.
Ah, that's cool. Oh, look at this. We're gonna give it a shot.
I'm going to go because I do actually need to go.
Do you?
All right, later.
Hey,
I love you, Aussie man.
Wait. Everybody, you guys, hold on. I'm muting you two fuckers. Hold on.
Don't let the
hold
door
on.
hit you with a good little split.
Hold on. Just hold on.
God bless you.
So, why is it so hard to mute Tommy? Aussie, you are the only one unmuted. Plugs, please. Tell us who you are, where you are, when we can find you.
Check us out every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern on United States of Australia YouTube channel. Tommy just came in and ripped up my notes, so I can't continue. On next, you can find me at That's Aussie Guy. Just imagine that Aussie Guy put an S where the A should be. We'll catch you next time on Fuck Tommy Jordan.
And say hi to Robbie for me.
Will do.
All right. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. You are now unmuted, gentlemen.
I thought that guy would never finish talk. Oh my God. Anyway, I had to jump back on because my roomie, Dave.
Hi, Tommy.
I miss you, bro.
I used to hate you. I'm like,
Dave.
I miss you now.
Dave, could you turn
You
it down
did.
just
Yeah.
a little bit?
You did. You said when I took my glasses off that my eyes were all wonky and I was really ugly. You did kind of hate me. You were the first guy that called me a low cow, but that's all water under the bridge because now we're like Gino and Chad pretty much if you think about it.
We're like Gino and Keanu.
David, you're very hot.
But which one is us?
Okay.
Which one is us?
I'm
like-
Gino, you're Keanu.
Oh,
I thought you were Chow and Dan, or Mir and Chow.
I feel like you get the W for being Gino in this situation. You know.
So, can we tell the truth now? That
No.
that
Yeah, are you gonna finally admit why you
Granny
posted that
really
picture?
did stink up your room?
Oh, I thought you were about to admit why you posted that picture of Haley. Now we're talking. What are we talking about now?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna
Alright,
keep
well,
that.
hopefully
I'm
this is better,
keeping
I
that
don't know.
picture of Haley's story alive as long as I possibly can. So.
I'll wait.
There
Yes,
we go.
Granny stunk. Oh my god, I was burning incense.
Hey, Latanya Vegas.
And
Hey,
Dave was very lucky
Latanya.
because Granny sat on my bed, not Dave's bed. So all that sink was located
Well-
on my bed.
Except
I had
Dave
to
lost
look.
$20. So
I was
Just
trying
sleep on the side.
I mean, dude, the $20 was worth it. Trust me. Like, it was fucking amazing.
I kept wanting to get the 20 back, and Dave was like, "Stop! I'm like, "No, we're getting this fucking 20 back. I'm going up to Granny right now." Dave's like, "Yo, you need to stop. It's not that serious." I was like, "I know. I just want to do it. I like these awkward moments."
yeah, you do like the awkward moments, don't you?
But he wouldn't let me have my awkward moment with Granny. He wouldn't.
Shit.
Yeah, I do, Buckman. I like that theory that I'm Buckman, and I'm in a DeLorean. It's kind of true if you think about it.
thought-
If you want to know the truth about it.
Bro, I completely forgot that I was fucking with you and told you that I was Chad Buzmak. I completely forgot, dude. Until
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
told me, and I'm like, oh yeah. I remember being drunk in our room and just fucking with you.
Yeah,
I love it.
Buckman. Dave had me convinced he was Chad Buzmak for a solid 10 minutes.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and I was like thinking about all the messages when I sat back and forth with him, and I'm like, I can't believe you're fucking booze, bro. And
love
then
it,
he
dude.
was like, I'm not. And I was like, oh, you must. He really had me convinced. This guy's good.
Wow, Mint and
Shit was so
Boozmock
funny.
have been really going at it the last couple of
He's
days.
still. I'm still not sure that he's not, but he claims not.
Why are Mint and Buzmak going at it?
Because Boozmock got pissed that Chad struck his channel, and Mint's been calling him a pussy boy.
Is Mint a Chad guy?
I don't. It feels like Mint is more of a not Boozmock guy than he is a Chad guy. Like Mint just likes to fucking cause trouble and whatnot.
Wasn't Mint calling him?
Pussy boy. But
Barausa.
and then there were like apparently Boozmock DM John, and those came out, and it was like Boozmock was trying to set John up to do something against Chad, for like their mutual enemy or something, and it came off really shitty looking.
Huh. Okay. I like Mint Diggity. He's another nasty boy.
I like making diggity too. And I like his-
Dude, the best was meeting Dang Lizard. He's such a nasty boy online, but he was such a sweetheart. And
Oh.
even today, he was like, I got to get back into the mix. I'm being too nice to people.
Is he nasty? My memory's so shot. So I met all these people, and I'm not even remembering the dialogue online. Like I just figured everybody was
Yeah.
good, but I bet a few
Yeah.
of them. Dang
No,
was
I
so
mean-
creative too. Did you see his video at the
Yeah.
2P thing? Mm-hmm. Oh, so
Saw
you
it
actually
later.
went in there. You actually
No,
got
I didn't. No, I saw it later.
Dang is
didn't go
amazing. Dang had the Schmuel sighting hoodie on.
This is what Dave did with the pass to get into the theater. He took it, he threw it on his bed, and it was there the whole.
You
He was
can't-
in, he
Hold
was in,
up.
he was entranced.
I had only seen pictures of Cookie, and let me just say, she's much more stunning in person.
Oh yeah.
It's not that she's stunning. She's just sweet. So.
No,
I lost
she's
my
a fucking
I,
hot
I
piece
lost
of
my
ass. Shut the
shot.
fuck up.
You know.
No,
I lost my
shut
shot
up.
because the whole docs thing, and she's married to Buckman, so I'm not even gonna go
Yeah,
there.
see, don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's 2 strikes.
Nobody remembers. Nobody
That's 2
remembers.
strikes. Doxed her, and she's married to Buckman. That's 2 strikes. I'm already out.
Against you somehow.
Yeah, it's all about me. It's my world. You guys are cool
You're-
though.
No, I mean, I'm telling you,
I'm
when I got on MLC the first time, I thought this is main character syndrome. Like, how am I going on MLC, a show that I've watched for 6-7 years, and then and now he's in a Stuttering John loop. I mean, these are two of my worlds clashing.
No. Yeah, like people know who I am that shouldn't know who I am. Like it's weird.
Well, I mean, again, I for lack of a better term, kind of just felt like I was going into the lion's den, so to speak. Not that I felt like I was going to be scared or hated on, but I definitely thought that, people would be like talking shit or whatever. But dude, a lot of MLC fans, let me just say, a lot of MLC fans. And they all would come up to me and, that was the trippiest part. People coming up to me and asking for pictures. I was like, this is crazy.
And that's cool that you started making MLC merch now. I got to get some of that. It's live right now?
I'll send you something. It is, yeah.
Oh, shit.
I got to start making Buckman merch too.
Hey man, I
That's
did
cool.
laugh at it. Was very funny to me that people were seeing Dave and were like, "Oh, he's a really good looking guy. He's a really good looking guy." And then Penny's like, "He's short."
Yeah, that fucking cunt. She's taller than me too. She's like my height.
Sure they weren't talking about me?
But no, I mean she was trying to bust my balls a little bit, which was fine. I had no problems with her at all. It was
Yeah, I
it was
like
fun
Penny.
seeing him. What's the guy's name again? Doug? What's the guy's name?
The big dork.
I know, but what's his name?
Doc.
Dan? No, I thought he says it. Does he not say it? Okay, I don't know. Never
No,
mind.
his name's Darren, my bad.
Oh, Darren.
Darren, yeah. He seemed cool. Everybody seemed very cool. Penny was definitely like, kind of like that kid that pees her pants at your sleepover. She's very, very excited to be there. But that's cool. It was very fun. Had a great time. So fuck KB. Nah,
We're interrupting Tom's phone call.
it's okay. He's talking to his lovely wife, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
She was like, he called.
You know what's funny? I can't see the fucking.
Dave, don't dox me, bro. Jeez
Dogs, I just
Louise.
said your
Turn
wife.
it down, Tommy.
I just said your
Jesus
wife,
Christ.
bro. All I said was your wife.
I don't have a wife in the dabbleverse, you sicko. Look at this.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I don't know what's
worst.
real, what's
You're lucky
not
I love
real.
you.
I don't know. But she was definitely like, is that the guy who does all the cocaine?
Oh yeah, I
And
put Dave.
I had to leave.
live
I had to leave after that. I'm like, I can't listen to this conversation.
Yeah. Well, I got some more souvenir. I'm just came here to show
By the way,
souvenirs.
I took some of your
You guys are
souvenirs
crazy.
when I left. I took a couple of them, but nothing that you didn't have duplicates of.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not mad at you.
But I didn't get my Opie and Anthony sticker like an idiot. Fuck, I left it there.
I'll save it for you. I'll give it to you.
Hey, where are you, David?
Hi, Dave.
That's for you, Ranger.
Hi, Ranger. Is he here?
Ranger. All right. Let's boot.
He is here.
Yeah,
Hi.
he is. You were just talking bad about him too.
I wasn't talking bad about it. I was just saying that he's another guy that just loves, when he gets together with people like us, loves talking dabbleverse stuff. And like, I like it. I love it. But I want to know more about NJ Ranger and what he likes. I don't really care about.
He's a very private person.
I understand that too. I know that. I could tell, by the way, because I could tell because he never wanted to call me on his cell phone. He just did everything through Twitter, and I tried giving him my cell phone number so that we wouldn't have, because I don't get notifications on my Twitter, and I don't want to have to keep back and forth. So I get it. I understand. I got nothing against that. And you don't want me to have your number? It's best. And I'm not even talking shit. I'm just saying.
Husey kept having people call me because he didn't want me to. He doesn't want to give it. He doesn't want to use his own phone. He doesn't want anybody to know his phone number.
Who?
Husey.
Oh yeah. Well,
And
I
like
get it.
but every time it was just weird because it was like having people call me to ask me questions, and I was like, just Husey, just ask me, ask me yourself. But he had Tommy call me, and then he got on the phone, and
Yeah, Tommy called me only because he had to call me because for some reason our Twitter phoning wasn't working. But,
I was out picking Cookie up at the airport because
Yeah.
they were getting ready to go to midget wrestling. And he
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
go to midget wrestling with us. So
So exactly. I mean, Andrew Ranger goes, don't worry about me. I like politics and hockey. Yeah, I mean, I would rather talk politics than dabbleverse stuff. But
No,
I get it. I understand.
You
I
weren't
love
really
it.
much conditioned to talk about too many things, though, Dave.
I mean, I was fucked up the whole weekend. I was literally on. I mean, I took 4,000 grams of edibles, and I myself must have done almost an 8-ball. So almost, at least.
I was laughing, man, because I was standing next to you at the bar at one point, and you were fucked up, drunk.
Yeah,
Like you were
yeah.
really, really drunk.
Uh-huh.
And whatever you were snorting or whatever, it kept you standing.
Yeah.
And you were standing, but you had no idea what the fuck was going on.
No. Yeah, exactly. Like when I was talking to Dixon and stuff like that, I was like, people were talking to me, and I was talking back to them, but I was like not paying attention. I was in my own world. Most like after 2-3 a.m. I'm no good. I'm just making sure I'm not sloppy. Like I can get back to my room, which I was never. I was never sloppy. I didn't throw up. I didn't do some. I remember the whole.
You weren't Nigsaw, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I wasn't falling asleep at the fucking
Who carried
poker
somebody?
table.
I don't remember. Was it Husey carried him back to his room?
I don't know. Somebody did though. Somebody did. Yeah, somebody did. I don't remember who, but somebody's like they had to take him back. Maybe Kahuna, no, or American. I don't remember. Somebody took him back to the room.
No, the Kahuna story is somebody gave Kahuna 100 milligram gummy,
Yeah, me.
right? Oh, you gave it. So
Yeah.
in any event, Kahuna's standing there talking to me,
Yeah,
and he was losing it as he
Yeah.
was talking to me.
yeah,
And I, of course, just kept talking to him because it was fucking funny.
Yeah.
And but he wound up going to his room and like sleeping for 12 hours.
No, he ended up going into my room, hanging out with me and Tommy Jordan and me for a little bit, and then going to sleep. But he definitely hung out with us for a little bit.
Yeah, he said he was just losing it.
I told him, I'm like, just take half. I told him, just take half. But because I had 100 milligram edibles, each piece was 100 milligrams. So not a lot of people can, handle that. Easy 1, 2, 3 was like, hold my beer. Hold my beer. Which I loved. You easy 1, 2, 3. One pun. Fucking the straight up chatters that I met were the best. Lacey, Tracy. Movie star fingernails, dude. It was a blast hanging out with them.
It was so much fun
Yeah.
with movie star fingernails.
Dude, he reminds me, he's like everybody I've ever hung out with, like growing up. He's just like a Mexican SoCal dude, like a SoCal Mexican. Pretty simple. Not a lot to him. You know what I mean? Love that.
Yeah, he was, because I was funny because I told you this. I just walked up to him and I'm like, I heard you have a problem with me.
No, that was, I think it's the Klein host he's got a problem with, not you.
And he was like, no, man. And he was pissed off at me because he'd met me twice and I didn't remember who he was.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. Well, he's got one of those forgetful faces, but very rememberable teeth.
Oh, I
You
didn't-
know what? He's got one dead tooth.
Oh, I wouldn't forget him. It's just, he doesn't, I didn't remember meeting him, and he does not look like the typical dabbleverse crowd. That's for
Yeah, I mean he's like straight up SoCal Mexi.
Right.
If I may not even be able to point him out in a lineup today. I may not be able to. If he's smiling, I probably could. But
Fucking,
I don't know.
fucked up.
Yeah, let me see who else was crazy, fun. I mean, Dang Lizard. I was so happy to meet him. He's like OG. Loved him. And again, nasty boy. That's some of my favorite things. Actually, I kind of hate this. See, Misfit was all about that smoke. Misfit, he made sure to come up to me, talk shit, be like, oh yeah, you've been talking shit for the past 3 years that you're gonna come kick my ass. Let's do it. Kick my ass. And the only thing I can say was, I'm not gonna fight, but you're a lot smaller than I thought you'd be. So I got no problems throwing it down if you need to right now. But obviously that's not gonna happen. Obviously, we're just talking and having fun. But I think I've called him ugly a couple times, probably.
He did. It's funny you say that. He was smaller than I remembered.
Yeah,
Misfit.
he's slightly taller than me, but he's not like especially he wears shorts too, and his legs, like seeing his legs, it kind of like it takes away all of the, what's the word? It like diffuses the whole situation. It's like, come on, Look at those legs. What are you gonna do with those legs?
Yeah, and he was. It was interesting because last year it was him and
Michaela.
thing, you know? And I was like,
Well, that's why I didn't want to bring drugs down to the casino. I was afraid he or somebody else might have like, not that he's gonna snitch. I'm not even talking shit. I'm just saying I was afraid that somebody malicious might be calling the police or something on me, like whatever. Because I had, you know,
Yeah.
even when Cookie walked up to my room, I walk in and I look at the table and I'm like, dude, there's just a fucking pile of cocaine on the goddamn table. So I like got in there, covered up real quick. So she going, hey, oh, right this way, Cookie. Oh, hey, oh, hey.
Well,
it was very embarrassing.
because I was cleaning off the desk and I went to put Tommy's stuff. I went the stuff on the desk. I went to put on that dresser, and they were like the Vegas magazines, and I moved them, and underneath,
Oh yeah,
it was
just
all
some
this
shit.
white powder, and I was like, oh fuck. And then all I do is picture my 64-year-old ass being hauled out in handcuffs
Oh, I know.
in Las Vegas, you know.
Nah, I mean, you know, what are they really gonna do? But, yeah, the cupcakes and the big kahunas. Steve Grillo literally looks like a drug dealer. Literally,
You think so?
100%. Yeah, 100%. He's either an Uber driver, a Uber Eats guy, or a drug dealer, and maybe all three. But I mean, you look like the drug dealer, dude.
I was actually trying to avoid him, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I wanted to sit there and ask him, but I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that fucking that confrontation like that. Like I'm not. So I wanted to be like, who's paying you to do your fucking podcast? Nobody's fucking paying you. Stop lying. But I don't have the balls to do that shit.
Well, he got Super Tip set up. He wants to. Look, bottom line, he thinks there's money in this. Because I'm sure that John has been talking about making. John's probably exaggerating how much money he's making. Grillo hears that. Grillo comes in thinking, "Oh man, I'm gonna score in here," and nobody gives a shit.
I mean, he'll probably. He's got to be almost monetized now. I mean, how many subscribers does he have? He's got to be. He's got to be close.
He should have gotten monetized pretty quickly, right?
He's getting views. I mean, relative. He's getting people
Is he
watching
really?
the show.
I
Little bit.
I have no idea. I was not.
It'll be there. It'll get there quick. It'll get there quicker than most.
I was not paying attention. But he was like the one guy. He seems to me to be a guy that talks way too much. And I was like, yeah, I just don't want to be here with him.
Grillo?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that from him. He was very timid there. He was very like nervous, like he was gonna, like somebody was gonna confront him about something or whatever.
Oh, I was more like, if he gets your ear, it might be hard to get away.
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, I talked to him a little bit. He didn't seem like he was. I mean, it could have just been the night. He wasn't really looking to. I think he was a little pissy, not pissy, but like a little embarrassed that he thought that he was gonna have like a ticket or something. So he just came thinking that like he would just be able to get in, and that wasn't the case.
And they weren't doing that for anybody.
No. Of course, I don't expect them to, but I just think somebody liked him probably.
I think Lady KB was. There were no VIP tickets left, and she was standing there and she said to Melton, she goes, "Oh, I just bought a VIP ticket." He goes, "I know you didn't because we don't have any left." And she was like, "Oh, well, you can let me in, like the VIP party."
Who was
Lady KB.
Kate?
And he
Really?
wouldn't let her in.
Really? First of all, shame on both of them. Shame on both of them for doing that.
It was pretty funny.
Shame on KB for thinking that she's gonna. Melton lives for that fucking moment. That moment right there. That's the one he lives for. That.
He probably does.
Oh, he fucking. I mean, I don't know if he'll definitely 100% bring that up on the next time he does a stream. But he 100% lives for that shit.
Yeah, he was. I felt bad for him, man. He was in a bad shape. He was in bad shape that weekend. You know, and
Well, yeah, I touched him. I patted him on the shoulder very softly, and he was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" It was like he had a sunburn, but yeah, I'm sure he was injured or whatever. I don't think he's lying about any of that stuff, but yeah, his shoulder seemed very sensitive.
yeah, he was in bad shape, but it looks like he had lost a few pounds from this, and I was like, oh, you look good. You know, I was doing the old "you look good," and then I got the back stuff.
Dave, what about Panhandler saying Bentley properly watched Kumia's sack all weekend? I saw Kumia from afar. I met Bentley on the last day ish, and he tried to give me like fucking $500 or something. He tried to give me, like, he pulled out a stack of cash and started counting out hundreds. I ran away from him. I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here. And I ran away from him. And then David Chan was like, you should have taken it. He's not doing that for you. He's doing that for him.
Let me
It
read
makes him
this
feel good.
really quick. Be dabbling down under Rochi. Thanks for the shout out, Orange Puppet on Be Dabbling Live last week. I just want to point out that this Be Dabbling Down Under has been avoiding me. So,
What do you mean? Avoiding you?
Tried to get him on the show, and he couldn't schedule it. And then he was supposed to go on NJ
He's a late
Ranger, and he
night
couldn't
guy.
do that.
He's a late night guy.
Well, he lives in fucking Australia, so.
Oh, okay, I didn't know
But
that.
you know.
Oh,
it's
dabbling
like-
down under, duh.
Yeah, he's been, he's been spreading the rumor that I've been big timing him.
Is that the orange puppet?
Yes.
Ah, big fan.
Are you going live?
I don't think so. Oh, you did 4 hours, huh?
I gotta
Should I
go.
go live? All right,
Yeah, I'm
I'll go live.
falling asleep, so I will entertain while you go live.
All right,
And,
I'll stay on here real quick.
And then we'll
go ahead and I'll mute myself.
send people over. Orange Puppet. The Orange Puppet stiffed you too, NJ, right? Didn't he? So I really thought tonight I was going to be doing a 2-hour stream at best. And but there we go. Things happen. And so well done, Schmuel. Come check out.
Almost
Dave
done.
there.
Hold on.
I can't even stay awake here. My head's about to hit the table. And Rochi 888, it's Sam V. Ooh. Sam V and Sam B, I understand, are missing each other. And Rochi, we were talking about you earlier, and Dave thinks that what you've done is terrible. And but I'm happy. Orange Puppet is me. Holy fuck.
I didn't say
I'm
that.
not stiffing any of you guys. All we keep hearing is Bibley keeps pushing Orange Puppet, and then in the DVE chat today it was like, why won't you have Orange Puppet on? Why won't you have? And I'm like, I send the guy messages. He doesn't respond. What am I supposed to do?
Wait, what was the thing that they said? What, Dave? What now? What'd you say? What'd you say I did?
I said you were mad at Rochi for what he did to Echo.
No, I'm not mad at Roach. It's just this whole thing seems fake as fuck. It's not mad at anybody. Just fucking brother, man. I'm just pissed I wasn't included in the work. Okay, Rochi, that's it. I'm just pissed I'm not included in on the work. That's it. I mean, this idea that you and Echo all of a sudden are, not going to do shows. Okay.
Frank, I'm grabbing at anything till this guy goes live.
I'm trying to turn on my second fucking monitor, but I'm just going to go live right now.
And yep, Dave, completely fake, David.
100%.
And wow. And God, why did you draw my attention to it? How about I do this?
Oh, is he talking about my cocaine use? I don't
No,
know.
he's talking about me playing with my neck. And,
okay.
Yeah. So, but I have a neighbor, and the wife has had like oodles of fucking plastic surgery. And,
Okay.
like, from across the street, she looks smoking, and then when you get up close to her, it's like a face stuck in time. I saw the guy today when I was out walking the dog. His neck doesn't look like his neck used to look like. And his eyes look a little higher than his eyes used to look like. So, there we go. If you took close pictures of that, you can make a killing on OnlyFans. That is what Cookie said.
Take close-up pictures of what?
Yeah, Cookie told me to get an ascot because my neck looks like a vagina.
Bald Chinian.
There we go. Like Pat Dixon. Pat's face is not stuff.
I don't know why this isn't fucking turning on. God damn it, my monitor is fucked.
What did it say? Somebody's saying turn off my lights or something. But if I did that, I would literally pass out. He's off to watch Ruby. Oh, is this the Ruby from last night at BYB? Ruby Spacek. Did you see her?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of. Yeah, I don't know what she's from. I'm just curious, like, what is she from? I don't really know where she's from.
I think she's just a streamer.
Okay, yeah.
You know, I mean, I can
Yeah.
redirect over there if you want.
To where? To her stream?
To hers, whatever you want.
No, redirect to me. I just ended.
Oh, if you can get it
I
done.
mean, I just started. Go for it.
Oh,
Trying to
okay,
turn my
cool.
fucking-
All right.
trying to turn my
So
second
we're
fucking
sending
monitor
over, and Dave, this has to kill you, right?
What?
That I'm sending you people.
Oh, I've said it plenty of times, Buckman. I don't got anything more to show you, buddy. You're killing it. I got to send you to a new teacher. I can't coach you anymore. You're beyond what I can do. You got more
So
viewers.
funny. I just put in
money.
No, I put in what do you call it? I typed Dave Sarra into YouTube and it showed up on my channel. I don't know where the fuck Tommy went, by the way, but I expected he was going to come back, but I guess not.
Damn it, man.
Guys, it's been a blast, and I know I normally spend the last few minutes with you, but I'm done. I'm about to pass out and hit the table, and it's been a very long day. But thank you all. 76 at the close of a 4-hour stream. That's fucking fantastic. Go over and annoy my good friend Dave Sarra. Dave, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Later, bud.